Welcome to Neosho Wildcat Baseball, live on KNEO.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Neosho Wildcats. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And welcome, Wildcat fans, to the Marion Family Complex on a cold day for a baseball game. We're at the Roy B. Shaver Baseball Stadium. The Wildcats are taking on the Blue Jays from Marshfield. Coach, I think it's going to snow just any minute now.
Don't say that. No, we're not having a lot of luck on Tuesdays right now. Last two Tuesdays have been nothing but cold, so hopefully it may be cold out there, but it's going to be nice and hot and warm for the Neosho Wildcats as they put on a hitting show today. Yeah,
absolutely. It looks like it's going to be about 46 degrees at game time, but don't let that fool you. The wind is blowing and the ball is going to be flowing from home plate out to the field, so we may very well see a hitting show. Hey, we got some exciting things going on today. We start Thursday against Webb City for COC action right back here at Roy B. Shaver Stadium. Join Coach and I at 4 o'clock for the ball game. We'll have the kickoff at 4:30.
Hey, kickoff. There we go. I like that. Hey, that's all right. Let's go.
Well, if it's snowing out there, that's exactly what
that's
it'll
the kind
be,
of weather
right?
it should be.
Yeah. I know it's supposed to be warmer, so we're pretty excited about that. You can see the Blue Jays are out trying to get warmed up. They have a record of 7-2, and they're coming in here. They are talking with Coach Pate a while ago. I'm not sure how to say this. He was not happy with his team last year. He says they're playing a little bit better ball. They're certainly not meeting his expectations at this point. Let's put it that way.
Well, I tell you what, if they're not meeting his expectations and you're 7-2, I mean, that's something else right there. You know you got high expectations for the team, but that's what you should have as a coach is high expectations because you want to win it all.
Well, hey, absolutely. He says we're a young ball club. They've got 2 freshmen. They've got 4 sophomores, and then the rest are juniors and seniors. So sounds an awful lot like the Cats, doesn't it?
I tell you what, man, you want to win with freshmen and sophomores, and you want to win it all. Those are high expectations because I've always been told you expect problems from freshmen and you expect few problems from sophomores. So you want those juniors and seniors to take care of everything. And right now, if you've got to rely on that, you better be ready and prepared for some problems as the season goes.
Well, this is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by ProLube Tire and Auto Center. We're going to take a time out. We'll be back. We're going to have some fun today, and we'll talk about that with the lineup. We're going to see several of our arms. Last time I counted, we had 10 arms that we could put out on the mound, and we're going to pitch a different one every inning.
Hey, let it go.
Yeah. All right, as I said, this is the pregame show. You are watching Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Network. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Pastor Mike of Calvary of Neosho, and I want to take a minute to share grace with you today. And what is grace? Grace is when someone gives you something that you don't deserve. I haven't done anything to deserve God's forgiveness, but He gives it by His grace. I haven't done anything to deserve God's love, but He gives it by His grace. I haven't done anything to deserve a bright future, but God has made a way for me to have one by His grace. Titus 2 says the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people. Have you accepted that gift of grace? For KNEO Radio, I'm Mike Leake.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Today's Wildcat game is brought to you by Edgewood Bowling Center of Neosho, Missouri. Located at 2811 Gardner Edgewood Drive, they now have new synthetic lanes for adult and children bowling leagues and a smoke-free environment. They also have a certified pro shop and hosting for private parties. They offer Cosmic Glow Bowling on Fridays and Saturdays after 9 p.m. To learn more about Edgewood Bowling Center and their leagues for adults and children, the phone number is 417-451-4505. Compton CPA Group PC, located at 112 Northwood in Neosho, is a full-service accounting firm and is proud to support the Neosho Wildcats. Compton CPA Group PC can assist you at every stage of your financial life and help you work toward your financial goals. From tax preparation to bookkeeping services, Compton CPA Group PC has you covered. For all your tax and business affairs, call 417-451-2932 or learn more at ComptonCPAGroup.com.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
Sam Gorham and Aaron Mitchell are your specialty risk insurance agents for Neosho and the surrounding area. They've been involved in Neosho sports since their own high school days and know the importance of athletic competition and how it teaches students life lessons every day. For all your home, auto, life, farm, ranch, and crop insurance needs, call Sam Gorham today at 417-850-5116 or Aaron Mitchell at 417-483-8337. You can also learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to Roy B. Shaver Stadium. Before we go any farther, I misspoke. We are playing Webb City, thanks to Coach Perkins for keeping me honest.
Hey.
We will be at Webb City, and we'll be outside, and it'll be a little bit cool. Serves us right, because I was just thinking about Webb City playing in McDonald County and Adam Winkler having to sit outside today.
Hey, you got to get used to it one way or another, but it's typical Missouri. Just give it a week. Who knows? Give it a day. It'll change.
Yeah, it most definitely will, and it could change before this ball game is over with. I walked over to the Jays dugout a while ago, and I said, "Are you guys prepared for snow?" And they just looked at me. So, hey, the Jays come in here. They've got 3 starters with all-state credentials. One of them is senior Jackson Rovig, and we're probably not going to see him. A catcher is Wyatt Brockman. He won't be starting either. But Henry Beckenstilzer.
Henry Berkstresser.
Berkstresser, I'll get it right in a minute. He was an All-Stater last year as a freshman, believe it or not. And Coach had said that he did a little pitching last year. They were going to move him to the outfield, and he'll be playing left field tonight.
You got to have some talent to be an All-Stater as a freshman right there. So it's going to be interesting to watch this young man.
Yeah, it really is. Now, Coach Pate says one of the biggest problems they had last year, and they had a 10-19 campaign last year, is they just couldn't hit the ball.
Oh, okay.
And he says he feels like that they're a lot stronger now. They've had a good summer. They've hit the weight room, and it's going to be exciting. Even though they are very young, they've got, as we said earlier, a couple of freshmen, 4 sophomores, and then upperclassmen from there. Cats come in with a 4-5 record after losing 2 to the Chicago teams that were here in the area and played us. They played Joplin and they played Webb City. The Cats did a great job when they were here at home at the Roy B. Shaver tournament, winning 3rd place and beating Carthage, who, by the way, Coach, we'll have to see at least 2 more times.
Hey, you already said it right there. We're going to see them 2 more times, part of our district, so just prepping for everything.
Well, what the Cats are going to do tonight, and I was talking with Coach earlier, and he reminded me we did this 2 years ago when we were playing against Nixa, and it was a game that we really couldn't play at Nixa or Neosho, so we split up and played in the middle, and we played over at Central in Webb City. In Springfield. Yeah, and we actually pitched a person per inning, and what a great time for the Cats just to have some fun.
Hey, that's who knows what you're going to see today then. It's going to definitely affect the timing for the Marshfield Blue Jays, because as soon as you get to one pitcher, the next inning you've got a different pitcher, so now you've got to refigure your timing on everything again.
Oh, we've got some stats for you that we want to share also. The Cats are being led bat-wise by catcher Canton Smith. He is hitting .448, and he's got 4 extra base hits, including a homer that was hit in just our very last ball game. And center fielder Finn Versluis is hitting .375. Cade Spiva's coming in. He plays right field, and he's played played a couple of different positions. He's hitting at .333. Now, those are the guys that are hitting a lot. Of course, when we were in Pittsburgh, Denver Welch came up and hit a home run right after I said the wind was going to be blowing and wasn't going to go out. And
we said it was going to be a dead ball, and next thing you know, first inning, okay, it's a rocket.
Yeah, we've been waiting to see Denver Welch all year long because he'd had some ailments in legs. So he comes up, he hits a home run. Then the next time he's up in the third inning, he hits a single and tries to leg out a run. In fact, he did leg it out from second base, but he pulled up with a hamstring. We won't be seeing him tonight, but we're looking forward to that. We do have some guys that have some power, though.
We do. We can just put the ball in play. That's the key tonight, is just put the ball in play, put it in spots where the Marshfield Blue Jays are not, and get your runners on base and then start advance. Because like you said, John, talking about, seeing that right there, what we saw against Pittsburgh, they were a great team as well, but we put runners on base and we advanced runners and got them around and got scores, and that was our key to victory against Pittsburgh. St. Mary Colgan there, I should say. Yeah,
it really was, because they actually out-hit us. They had 10 hits, and Quentin Hughes did a great job, and you probably said it best. He didn't have his best stuff, but he managed the game.
And that's what you got to do sometimes, just manage the game.
Yeah, and what happened was they ended up stranding 10 on base, and we stranded 6 on base, and that was one of the differences in the ball game for us.
Exactly, you're right there. And I go back to that home run too, Denver Welch. That was a kind of a shot in the arm for us, real quick, because as you said, I was kind of like you. I was thinking that air is going to be heavy, it's going to be dead, it won't travel and everything, and next thing you know, when it went off that pad, you could just tell it was gone. It was a rocket.
Yeah, the left field porch over there is 320, and he had to have hit the ball 340. I mean, it just kept on going, and that set the tone for the Cats, and the Cats did a great job of just backing up and going right on with it. This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by ProLube Tire and Auto Center. We're going to take another 3-minute timeout. We'll be back with, among other things, keys to the Cats and the starting lineup, and we'll talk about the pitchers and when they're going to be in place. You're watching the Neosho Wildcats, and they're out there taking infield right now on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We will be right back after this.
Fawcett Greenhouse at 898 Baxter Street in Neosho is a proud supporter of Neosho sports. Springtime brings growing season and baseball to the Neosho area, and Fawcett Greenhouse supports all Neosho spring sports and wants to wish all Wildcats good luck for a happy and safe season of competition. Fawcett Greenhouse can supply you with all your home landscaping and gardening needs. For more information, the number is 417-451-5369 or FawcettGreenhouse.com.
My name's Pastor James for the Neosho Church of the Nazarene. Just have a privilege here to share with you a word of encouragement today. You know, in the world in which we live, people are always making plans. We're trying to navigate through life, and sometimes life can be kind of complicated and rather layered as we're trying to figure out direction and trajectory and all of these things. But the Bible tells us to commit all of our plans to the Lord, to trust in the Lord with all our heart, to lean not on our own understanding, to acknowledge Him in all our ways, and He will make our path straight. I'm a firm believer that the Lord has incredible plans for our lives, and so many times we deviate from those because we get to chasing after all of these other things that are out there in the world. The Bible tells us that before we were even born, that the Lord had things that He wanted our lives to accomplish. And so I would just encourage all of you today, and I don't think it's by accident that you've stumbled across this video, and I would just encourage you to seek the Lord, to lean in and to find out what He has for your life, because I promise you that will be the best life that you could live. May the Lord bless you. Hope you have a wonderful day.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience so you can be worry-free.
Pro Loop Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho serves the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer business banking services including checking and savings accounts, business loans, and electronic banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, a proud sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, equal housing lender, member FDIC, where their slogan is Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook/Calvary of Neosho or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Being part of the game today and part of the Neosho area is Neosho Area Nazarene Church. They'd like to invite you to come visit them, Neosho Nazarene Church on Fair Hill Drive, just off Neosho Boulevard. Sunday morning services are at 8 o'clock and 10:30. Sunday school is at 9:30. For more information, the phone number for Neosho Nazarene Church is 417-451-1847 or online at neoshonaz.org, and go Cats. It's time now for Keys for the Cats. Keys for the Cats are sponsored by your State Farm agent Eric Norris in Neosho. Located at 437 West Kohler Street in Neosho, Eric and his team offer a variety of insurance services from individual to businesses. To learn more, go online to ericnorrisinsurance.com or by phone 417-451-6666, and go Cats. Coach Perkins, what do we got to do to win the ball game today?
Yes, keys for the Cats today against these Marshfield Blue Jays. We're going to start with the letter C. C stands for come to play. Neosho, you need to come to play. This is not a throwaway game. Even though it's a non-conference, you have to have a different, and we're going to have a different pitcher every inning. You have to stretch out your talent as much as possible and see what you can really do. So you need to come to play. Let's discover our identity and have fun before we begin the COC play starting this Thursday against Webb City. A is for an abundance. Let's have an abundance of hits today because hits produce runs and runs produce scores. We need to see the confidence going into that COC play again, and I can't stress that enough. We have shown that we have the power with players such as Smith, Welch, and Crane that can hit the long ball, but we just need to put the ball in play. So let's have an abundance of hits. T T is for timing. And you're going to hear me say this a lot when we talk about keys to the Cats. When you need to get the timing down and put those hits into play and move those runners around the bases. A win today would be very therapeutic after tough losses to some Chicago schools this last week. So get the timing down and get the hits. And finally, S is for season. The season really begins now because you're starting to enter into your COC play, which everything matters. So in order to make the season, Neosho, what do you need to do? You need to score, 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 and that's your keys for the Cats, John.
I like the way you're thinking. We couldn't have said it much better ourselves. I mean, of course, we did say it ourselves, didn't we? We talked about it before the ball game started. So we're excited about that. It's game time. It looks like it's going to be about 46 degrees. Looks like there's going to be a wind coming from home plate out to dead center field.
John,
and looks like it may be 15 to 18 miles an hour if you look at the flag out there.
Yeah, but after last week, at Pittsburgh, Kansas, I mean, it was 38 degrees with the wind blowing out of the north. And I could have sworn we did see some snowflakes at times. So, but, hey, it's ready. This turf, it's always going to be a little bit warmer on turf anyway. So be ready to go. And as we talked about last week, we're talking to Quentin Hughes and them, after they get going, you're not going to feel this, just play.
Yeah, that's it. We asked him about that. One of the questions we said is, Quentin, out there on the mound with the wind blowing like this, does that get into your mind? Does that affect you, what you're doing? He said, what wind?
Yep, that's exactly it. You got to focus everything out and just concentrate on what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like there's some fans coming in here from Marshfield, so we're glad to see that. There's a couple of Neosho faithfuls out there that are all bundled up and ready to go.
I think everybody's going to wait till about 5 minutes before to say, okay, let's go for it now.
Yeah, I think they most definitely are. This is the pregame show. It's being brought to you by ProLube Auto and Tire Center. We're going to take another timeout, then we'll be back with the starting lineups, and we'll be ready to get this ball game underway. You're watching Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to take 30 seconds today to encourage you to pray. Because our prayers have the power to move heaven. James 5 says the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. When we pray, God listens. When we pray, situations can change. When we pray, miracles can happen. And heaven moves on our behalf, simply because we pray. Take some time today and pray. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. State Farm agent Eric Norris and his team are here to help you go for two by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call and saves you time and money. So go for the win and score big savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Eric Norris at 417-451-6666 for more information. And go Wildcats!
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Joe Ringstaff, your Neosho Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Joe Ringstaff is a proud sponsor of the Neosho Wildcats on KNEO. For all your investment needs, call 417-451-7789 or stop by the office at 2502 Lusk Drive, Suite D in Neosho. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
And welcome back to Roy Shaver Stadium. We're about ready to get this ball game underway. About 6 minutes before we get going, we'll start off with the national anthem. But Coach, why don't you start off for us and let's talk about Marshfield, and then we'll talk about the starters for Neosho because we've got a lot to talk about.
Well, let's do it. Okay, starting for the Marshfield Blue Jays. Batting first will be number 20. Playing shortstop will be Hunter Fryman. Batting second will be number 1, and pitching today will be Carson Adams. Batting third and catching today for Marshfield will be number 5, Carter James. Batting fourth and playing left field will be number 7, Henry Berkstresser. Batting fifth and playing first base will be number 30, Carter Day. Batting number 6, playing third base will be Case Steinbach. Batting eighth will be, or batting seventh, I got the order mixed up here. Batting 7th will be number 17, the DH, Braden Jensen. Batting 8th and playing right field will be number 4, Easton Arthur. And batting 9th and playing center field will be number 32, Tice Jones, with number 25 playing second base will be Sam Perkins. No relation that I know of.
Yeah, that you know of. All right. And for your Neosho Wildcats, coached by Coach Bo Hessel and is assisted by T. Hessel and Dalen Whitehead. They come in with a record of 4-5, and we'll be starting off with number 1, and he wears number 1 on his back. Playing third base is going to be Hudson Williams. Second hitter is going to be number 28, Brody Arthur. He'll be playing right field. He's one of those guys that will be moved around in the number 3 spot. Wearing number 22 will be Cade Spiva, and he's playing left field. Number 4, hitting .448, is the number 32, Canton Smith, the catcher, followed by number 10, Quentin Hughes, who will be playing shortstop. The DH is Cooper Charlton. Number 11 is Jaden Nichols. He'll be playing second base. Colton Southern will be hitting in the 8th position, and he'll start out at first base. And then the final hitter for the Neosho Wildcats will be Finn Versluis, and he'll be playing center field. But for your Neosho Wildcats, pitchers are going to be in the first inning, Noah Lawson. The second inning is going to be Boston Patterson. Third inning is going to be Brody Crane, also pitching in the 4th inning. Then it's going to be Finn Versluis, Colton Sutherland, and Cade Spiva. So,
and don't forget Hudson Williams. He had him on the list
Hudson
as
Williams,
well.
that's right. He will be pitching as well. Hudson pitched in that very first ball game of the tournament when we played here and did just a really, really great job. He also, number 1 hitter, he went 8 hits and 8 bats in a row and got on base. I started to say hits, but they weren't. He did just as many times of walking and getting on base and talking to Coach. Of course, that's exactly what he likes to see.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. Like you said, you named all the pitchers today for Neosho, so they're going to go through. It's going to be a game by committee here for the pitching for Neosho. So it'll be interesting to see how Marshfield adjusts to this, or can they adjust to it for that matter.
Well, I think it's going to be difficult, and if you remember, I think you made reference to it the last time that we were in Pittsburgh before the other day when we like to froze to death. The coach over there did exactly the same thing.
Yes, he did. He sure did, and it was hard for us to get the timing on it. That's one of those things because you get that first time at bat, and you get to see what he's doing and everything. You start figuring some things out, and then the next thing you know, next inning you come up to bat, or whenever the next opportunity to come up to bat, and you're facing somebody different, so you got to relearn everything again, look at certain things and figure things out, and it just takes a long time.
Webb City Cardinals are in McDonald County today, and they'll be playing there. That ball game is scheduled to get underway here in just a little bit. Talking with Kim Harold, one of the sportscasters down there, he said basically they have a senior and everybody else is a sophomore.
Wow.
So,
but hey, another way to look at it, you got a program that can develop right there because you keep those guys intact by the time they're seniors. Who knows what could happen?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I'll tell you what, we will take one more time out, and we're getting the officials and the coaches together at center field, and they're talking about ground rules and all kinds of different things, and then we'll be ready to come back and start. So we'll be right back after this. You're watching Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Pastor Jeremy Bridges with the Canopy Church, and I want to take 30 seconds today to encourage you to pray. Because our prayers have the power to move heaven. James 5 says the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. When we pray, God listens. When we pray, situations can change. When we pray, miracles can happen. And heaven moves on our behalf, simply because we pray. Take some time today and pray. For KNEO Radio, I'm Jeremy Bridges.
Well, PA announcer Dave Marty is announcing the starting lineups, and we'll start with the Jays from Marshfield, and we'll get them all out here, and then we'll have the national anthem, and we'll get this ball game underway,
We'll
Coach.
get it going. Let's get it going, because I can tell you right now, this wind is blowing from the north, and it is a steady wind right now. So everybody is dressed up very warm, and I can tell you right now, John, I know Jim Jackson used to talk about getting the shaggers with snow cones. I don't think there's going to be any snow cones today. Maybe hot chocolate, but no snow cones.
I don't think there's any snow cones either. The temperature now is 47 degrees. It's cloudy outside and the wind is blowing, and we've had a little bit of rain off and on this morning. All of those things work to make it feel just a little bit colder than probably what it should be.
I agree with you there. I'd like to see if they ever come up with this idea. Jim Jackson's always talking about snow cones, but you know what? It's too early in the season right now. Maybe a cup of chili and hot chocolate might do some good.
Yeah. Well, we are certainly grateful to be up here in the press box right now. Both you and I are standing up, but it's considerably warmer than what it was. And
considering last week at Pittsburgh, Kansas, by the third inning, we had no feeling in our toes and our hands. I don't get me wrong, I enjoyed that ball game. It was a great ball game, but it was cold, and today is cold as well.
Yeah.
But we're just going to take it out and kick it out of our mind. We're not going to think about it. We're going to play ball today.
Yeah, we absolutely are. So we're going to stand now, and it's going to be time for a national anthem. Then we'll get this ball game underway. Well, we've got the 8th grade softball out there, and they're showing respect for the flag as well. They stopped their practice in order to salute the flag as well. Coach, I couldn't help but notice that the flagpole is probably 8 inches in diameter. It's a solid thing, and it is moving with the wind.
It is moving. And I'll tell you what, you're talking about these young girls over here practicing softball right now. There's some brave souls over here, because there's some of them that don't even have sweatshirts on. They're out in a T-shirt and everything, and I would never dare to dream to do that right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. And the only thing we have not seen is someone out here in shorts. And I thought surely that would happen before it was over with. We've got some Neosho Wildcat faithful that are out here now, and like you said, they're going to wait until about 5 minutes before the ball game starts, and they're going to gather around. And no loss.
They may say, "Wait a minute, we'll wait here for a little bit longer too."
Yeah, they may very well. Noah Lawson is on the mound for the first inning for the Neosho Wildcats. He's taking his warm-ups right now. Noah has been out a couple of different times. He's come out in relief, and both times he shut the other teams down. He's got a mixture of fastball and most everybody's got a sinker in their arsenal now, don't they, Coach?
They've got something going on. They mix it up right now, and I know Coach Hessel and them, I hear him making calls for their wristband and everything. He's throwing a curve right there. Slider, curve.
Yeah. Home plate umpire gives the signal for let's get this ball game underway.
2 more and we're going to go. And I can tell you right now, if you're seeing this on film, you can see his jacket he's got on. His sleeves are whipping right now. That wind is whipping right now from home plate out to center.
Well, the first batter is going to be Hunter Fryman. He plays the shortstop position. He wears number 20, and the ball goes down to second base from Canton Smith, and it goes around, and here comes the hitter, Hunter Fryman, and here with the play-by-play is Coach Larry Perkins.
And here we go, Hunter Fryman. He's going to step into the outside the batter's box, get the call. He is a right-handed batter. He steps in. He's playing right inside right now. Again, John, I'm sitting here watching. They're going to crowd that plate right now. I would throw something inside, jam his hands up, and get him off time right now. And it's the first one. It's a swing and a high fly ball. You're seeing it out to left center. That thing is traveling. It's going to be a base hit. It's going to be a double.
It's going to be a triple.
He is going right now for a triple. Wow. So Fryman will start it off with a triple.
Well, that was right between a couple of our fielders, and with that wind blowing, just couldn't seem like anybody could get a hold of it.
That thing evidently got caught in the wind, and it stood up there because you could see him trying to play it, and they couldn't figure it out right there.
You know, that ball went from left field almost over to center field.
And now it is the pitcher. He's a left-handed batter, Carson Adams, that steps into the batter's box with no out. So we got one pitch, one hit. And there's a called strike for the first pitch against Carson Adams.
Adams looked back at the home plate umpire and says, "You sure about that?" There's another
call strike too.
Yes, sir. Call strike.
So it's an 0-2 count right now, and I can tell you right now, I think I'm going to watch him again. He's not crowding. He's crowding it a little bit, but not near as much as the right-handed batters. So Noah just keeps throwing it right there in that sweet spot. There's a swing and a miss, and there's the old Linda Ronstadt pitch. The old Blue Bayou right there. Went right on by him. So there's Noah Lawson's first K, and one out with a runner still at third for Marshfield. And now it is Carter James, the catcher, that steps into the batter's box. He's a right-handed batter. He's going to crowd the inside of that box as well. First pitch.
You know, they're crowding it in kind of a funny way. They're crowding it with their back foot, Coach. Their front foot is out just a little bit, but
it's right on that line.
Yeah,
I would jam it on the inside because they're going to stem those hands. It's going to hit that hands as part of the bat right there. So, ooh, that was close. 2-0 is the count. It was keeping him honest right there.
Yeah. Noah's got a sleeve on his throwing hand, but he is
I'd be having a sleeve everywhere right now
against his glove hand.
There's a swing and a miss for strike one. 2-1 is the count. And right now you're seeing a good mixture right now for Noah. It's 2-1, but I'm just sitting there watching his pitches. To me, he's mixing it up real well, keeping them off time. Ooh, that's going to travel out to dead center, and they're going to tag up. There's going to be a play at home, but he will make it. So Hunter Fryman will score for Marshfield, and it is 1-0.
Center fielder for Sluice showed his ability to throw that time by getting that ball all the way back in.
He did a good job there for the second out, and then now it is the left fielder, the All-State player, Henry Bergstresser, the left fielder. He's a left-handed batter. Steps into the box. First pitch is just ball one on the inside.
Now the Cats have got 2 outs on the Jays in the bottom or top half of the first inning. However, the Jays have scored 1, and that's where we sit right now, 1-0.
Ball on the outside. 2-0 is the count. So Noah needs to reel this back in. And as you said, you got 2 outs. Let's just go ahead and finish this right now. You got 1 run.
Yeah, let's do the fastball in there for a call strike.
And that's an interesting, you never seen like that, but called it with the ball hand, called a strike. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I did.
Ball outside. Low for 3-1 count. So it's 3-1, 2 out, no runners on base as Marshfield is struck first here by a score of 1-0. And a ball low for a base on balls. So now with 2 outs, there's a runner on first base, and it is the first baseman, number 30, Carter Day, that steps into the batter's box.
Carter Day, like a lot of first basemen, is a big, lanky young man. He stands, let's see, Ken's about 6'2", and he stands about 3 inches taller than he is.
Right now, his back foot looks like he's almost out of the box. They're going to try to do something. He swings and rips one right over the third baseman. That will be at least a base hit. And Hudson was trying to make the play but doesn't. So Bergstresser will get to third. Carter Day will make it to second. And it is now the third baseman, number 6, Kay Steinbach.
It looks like there's going to be a pinch runner out there, and I can't.
Well, is there, or did he just give him something?
Oh, maybe that's right. That's right. He just took something.
He gave him something, I guess, a glove to wear, so he doesn't hurt his hands when he slides if he has to slide. So runner at third and second with 2 outs. Case steps in. First pitch is a ball 1.
And Marshfield's got several kids that hit from the left-hand side of the plate.
They've got a number of left-handed batters. Noah's going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Called strike.
It's
a 1-1 count.
It's going to take some getting used to the call strike with that left hand.
1-1 is the count with 2 outs. Noah going from the stretch, looking over at the third base side, and here he goes the pitch. It's a swing and a strike for strike 2. So it is a 1-2 count with 2 outs.
Let's Cats can get out of this inning right here.
Leave these 2 runners stranded. That'll be okay right there. Oh, there's a little change up, but I can't. He did evidently missed it right there. And so 2 runs will score. 2 more runs will score for Marshfield. And Steinbach will get on second base. And it is now the designated hitter, number 17, Braden Jensen. So John right now with 2 outs. Marshfield has taken a 3-0 lead here in the top half of the first inning. And they're showing a hitting show right now. They're putting the ball in play.
They most definitely are putting the barrel on the ball.
There's the pitch. Called strike. Okay.
And Coach Page said that he most definitely felt like that they needed to hit the ball better than they did last year, and apparently they've been working on that.
They have been working. They're very diligent right now putting that ball in play.
There's another call strike, too.
Okay.
You know, this home plate umpire must be ambidextrous. He calls him with his right hand and his left hand.
Yeah. 0-2 is the count with 2 out. Runner at second.
Yeah.
Swing and a foul ball out of play over the visiting dugout. I don't know who that shagger is, but good luck to you, because it's out there a distance. But it's down there low. It may avoid the wind. Here's the pitch from the stretch. It is a high fly ball foul out of play over the third base side.
Yeah, Neosho's got somebody up in the bullpen now.
If you're gonna have a new pitcher every inning, you got to be ready to go.
Yeah, and Boston Patterson is going to be the pitcher in the second inning. Lawson's pitch.
And it is going to be a base hit right up through. Quinton tried to make the play, but their runner at second is going to make a play in the home, though another run will score as Steinbach comes in. And Jensen gets a hit. And it is now the right fielder, number 4, Easton Arthur, that's up to bat. And, John, this is not where you want to be right now because you're at the number 8 batter. They're going through the lineup right now, and you got 2 outs. You got 4. You've just given up 4 runs. But you got a lot of games still left here.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of game left.
You don't want to get so rattled as you just give this to them right here in the first inning. There's going to be a line. Misplay.
Well, Hughes did a nice job of stopping it.
He did a nice job of stopping it. So Jensen will advance to second. Arthur gets on first. And now it is the center fielder, number 32, Tice Jones.
And then it's the top of the batting order.
And I don't know if we want to face Hunter Fryman again because he had a triple
Yes,
right
he did.
off the bat. So right now you got a runner at first and second. And so Tice Jones, the center fielder, he's a left-handed batter as well.
Here comes the first pitch. Called strike one.
Called strike, okay. I was waiting to see which direction he was going to go with that thing. So it's an 0-1 count.
The Cats are down 4-0. They've yet to come to bat, so there's a
foul ball behind home plate for strike two. So 0-2 is the count right now. And, John, this is where you got him right now. You just want to go ahead and get this inning over and get it done. Don't waste any time. You know that you're only pitching one inning. Let's just bring the heat and get it by him and get done.
Yeah, I agree. Lawson looks down second base. Here comes the pitch, and there's a fly ball, and that's going to
be
fall
a
in
base
there.
hit
Yes,
as
it
well.
is. And it's going to be a one-run score, and
so another runner scores, and Vance
Jones goes to second.
Jones will get to second. Jensen comes in for Marshfield, and then now we're back at the top of the lineup again, and it is Hunter Fryman. However, coach is calling it right there. He is going to make a pitching change right now. So in this first half of the first inning, Neosho has given up 5 runs, and there is a runner right now at third as well as second for Marshfield.
Yeah. And we're going to come on in, and we're going to throw Boston Patterson. Boston has a combination of 3 different pitches, and he's done a really nice job of being able to hold batters at bay by mixing his pitches up.
Well, one thing's for sure right now, you used that last word there, up. You don't want to keep it up on these guys because these guys are showing you get that ball up, they are going to take it.
Yeah. They
will hit it and put a bat on the ball and put it in play.
Well, so far Marshfield has scored 5 runs in the top half of the first inning. The Cats are going to have to get this last out here and come on up and show them that they can get some runs right back.
And if you remember last week at Pittsburgh, we scored 3 runs, and what did Pittsburgh Colgan do?
Yep.
They scored 3 runs
Sure
right
did.
off the bat. So it can be done. I mean, it can go both ways here. Right now, you just got to keep yourself collected and just go right now. Way you look at it, it's 0-0 right now, and you got a new pitcher, and you're facing the number 1 batter for Marshfield, Hunter Fryman, who tripled his last time at bat.
And he came around to score.
Canton letting everybody know that there are 2 outs.
Noah had 1 strikeout. He struck out Adams, and then there was a fly out to center field for. There's the first pitch, and it's a
call strike.
Call strike 1.
So it's a 0-1 count right now with 2 outs. Patterson's going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's off speed, but it is a strike. It's a swing and a miss for an 0-2 count. And again, John, here's where I'm saying just bring the heat right now. Just blow it right by him, be done with this thing, and get it over.
And the wind is swirling just a little bit now.
And it's going to be a little bouncer right back to the pitcher for the 1-3 put out, and that'll be the 3rd out. So in the top half of the first inning, Marshfield strikes first with 5 runs. 2 runners are left on base, and they have a lead right now in the top half of the first inning by a score of 5-0. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
This is Pastor Barry Reel from the First Free Will Baptist Church of Neosho. Though our culture seems to be rejecting the idea of truth, we remain committed to obeying God's Word by speaking the truth in love. We would love to share God's truth and love with you. We're located at 960 Burr Crossing Road in Neosho, and we meet on Sunday mornings at 10:45 a.m. and then again on Sunday and Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Find us on Facebook at First Free Will Baptist Neosho or call 918-413-5465.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Welcome back to the Marion Family Complex. We're at the Roy B. Shaver Baseball Stadium, and the Cats are coming up in the bottom half of the first inning. They've got a pretty good hole. Marshfield has hit the ball really well, and they scored 5 runs in the first inning. Cats have got the ability, though, Larry, to have an explosive offense.
And that's what you got to do right there, John. You just, as you said earlier, you got to forget that right there. Hey, it's nothing right now. Let's get our bats going, get ourselves going, and you can put yourself right back into this ball game.
Start out with Hudson Williams. He is the third baseman for right now. He'll be pitching before the ball game is over with, and we can't say enough. He's been on base. His on-base percentage is .500.
Hey, there you go. That's what you want to hear.
He's got a 50-50 chance of being able to get on base because he is so disciplined. He hits the ball, but he has had walks after walk after walk also. And it seems to be when he gets on base, he makes the other team pay for it.
Well, and that's what we got to do right now. They've scored 5 runs, but we've got to make them pay for it right now. We're going to have to make this pitcher, Carson Adams, we're going to have to make him earn his keep today.
Number 2 hitter is going to be the right fielder, Brody Arthur, which is a little bit of a change-up than what we've been used to, but Brody has the ability to hit the ball well. There's a ball outside.
Ball outside for Hudson for the first pitch. 1-0 is the count. There's a called strike, and that is a little slider, change-up, something, breaking ball.
If you look at his back foot, he's doing his very best to kind of crowd the plate too, isn't he?
Oh, yes, he is. And there, he's going to put that one in play. There we go. It is a fair ball. It's going to be extra bases right now because that ball's died right over in that corner, but he will get a double out of that. So that's a good way to start for Neosho right now with a double and no outs, and it's going to be the right fielder, Brody Arthur, that steps in.
Well, what it looked like to me, and I could just barely see down through there, that ball hit dead on the foul line.
It was right there, so it was good. It was called fair. And right now, again, all Brody's got to do is put this thing in play because you can get that runner to come around. Because I can tell you right now, that right field line out there is open.
Yeah, and Arthur hits from the left-hand side of the plate. So he could, if he hit the ball down.
If he could pull that thing right over there.
Yeah, he could run until tomorrow afternoon.
Ball inside and low. Right now, Carson Adams, it's interesting as a pitcher. He's more of a side-armed, three-quarter-armed pitcher.
Yeah.
But it's got a little heat because I can hear the popping up here.
Yeah. Now, Williams is doing his ritualistic dance over there off of second base.
And there is a little bouncer right in front of the catcher.
Yeah, nice job by Carter James that time to keep the ball in front of him to keep Hudson Williams
he was ready.
Coming to third base. Yes, he was.
He wanted to make the play there, and I know Hudson probably wanted to take off. So it's a 2-0 count with no outs. Runner on second base for Neosho. And there's a pickoff move. He's got a pretty good pickoff move.
Well, he does.
That's interesting. That's something you always make a note of. He didn't waste any time. He got that spin around, and boom, it was right there to the shortstop.
And there's a big hole between second and third base because the shortstop's right over there at second base.
And there is a change-up somehow.
Ball 3 on the outside corner.
Ball 3 on the outside, so it's a 3-0 count. And you know Brody's going to watch this next one right here.
Yeah.
But I can tell you right now, if it's in your meat zone, you better take it.
Cade Spiva's up next. He's
ball 4. He gave it a ball 4.
He did. Yeah.
I was wondering if he's doing his ambidextrous call.
Yeah. Cade Spiva, who's hitting .333 for the Cats. Today he's playing left field. He's normally playing right field, or he's DH'd a little bit along the way. And we'll see him on the mound before the day's over with.
He steps into the box. Carson Adams goes from the stretch. And there they're going to try to, that's not as much.
No, that was kind of a, let me turn around here so you'll go back over there and leave me alone.
Yeah, because it's interesting. I mean, you watch Hunter Fryman that time, the shortstop, never even advanced over there to make a play. It was the second baseman strictly. Now they're going to change it a little bit. Spiva's going to step out of the box. Yeah, this is all mind game right here. Here we go. Steps in. Here's the pitch.
It's going to be
called strike on the outside corner. Again, that three-quarter arm, it's coming across that plate right there.
Smith, Hughes, and Charlton after Spiva. Runners on first and second for the Cats and no outs.
0-1 is the count. Here we go. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Oh, showing bunt for strike two.
Well, I tell you what, he had everybody back if it made contact.
So it's an 0-2 count. What's he going to do? Tell you what, if you could get it right up that between first and second on a ripper, we could still be running here. So it's an 0-2 count. Carson Adams goes from the stretch. He's going to do a pickoff move. Going to keep Hudson Williams honest right there at second base.
Well, you know, that is exactly what you want Hudson Williams to be doing. He is the leadoff man, and if he can get the...
And there it is. Hit. It's going to be a little blooper, and it will advance every runner. So now you will have bases loaded, and it is now number 4, the catcher, Canton Smith, the cleanup hitter.
Yeah, and that was Hudson Williams that time, as we said. He gets on base, and he does everything he can to distract the pitcher, and did just exactly that. The hit that Spiva got was not a hard hit ball. It was just kind of a little bloop over second base, but that was enough to load him up.
And it's just as you said. It got in his head a little bit right there, and boom, made contact, and there we go. We've got bases loaded. Ducks are on the pond right now for Canton Smith. Here's the pitch. It is a ball outside for ball 1.
Yeah. Canton just needs to make contact. He gets the ball to the outfield, and the Cats hit pay dirt.
And this is a nice place to be right now. No outs. Bases loaded. 1-0 is the count. Here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
Ball 2.
I think that one hit in front of the plate.
So it's a 2-0 count. And Coach is not going to waste any time.
Yeah, Coach Page says, wait a minute, we need to stop and talk about this.
Let's make sure everybody's on the same page here.
The urgency of the coach is when he does that in-between pitches on the same batter. Normally, if it's not that big a deal, the coach is going to wait until a batter is finished and then before a new batter comes up.
I think he's just having a conversation, making sure everybody's on the same page here. If this is what happens, this is what we're going to do. And that also is indicative of a very young team right there. John, you want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yep, you sure do.
He's just going out there reassuring him, hey, you can get this done. Because right now, I mean, this ball game could go any way right now. Both teams are showing that they're very live with the bats. Marshfield's already got a one warming up out there in their bullpen right now. Here's the pitch. And it's a ball inside.
Yeah, it's ball 3.
That's ball 3. You might want to be careful ducking in like that because if you're in there tight, that ball comes inside, it's going to be hitting you.
Quentin Hughes, Cooper Charlton, and Jaden Nichols up after Canton.
And he's showing.
He showed bunt, but
he showed bunt and pulled it back, and there's a walk, so 1 run will score. And so now, again, with bases loaded.
Arthur's on third, Spiva is on second, and Smith is on first base.
It is now the number 5 hitter, shortstop, Quentin Hughes.
Drake Swift will be going over to first base as a courtesy runner for Smith. Hughes has the ability, I don't know if he can hit the ball out of the park, but he has been able to put the ball in the right center field power alley, but there's not really a power alley there, so if he hits the ball down the first base line,
we could be running for a while. It's an 0-1 count. Called strike. It's an 0-2 count now. I tell you what, that 3/4 arm pitch, the way it comes across you right there, it's almost like a slider sliding right away from you. There's a swing and a miss. So there's one out right now for a strikeout right now, and it is now the designated hitter, number 21, Cooper Charlton, that steps into the batter's box. And Cooper is a left-handed batter.
He's another one of those speed demons. If he gets on base, it's just all but a decision made. He's going to try to steal second.
And they're not shifting over. They're keeping it over to the left field side. Oh, it's going to get by him, but nope.
Mm-hmm.
Carter James did a good job of getting it quick.
Yeah, he did. And Brody Arthur, they were over there on third base, thought better of it, and probably so.
Probably it was a good thing.
Well, the Cats have picked up one run based on a walk-in. The score's now 5-1 in favor of the Jays from Marshfield.
And it's a 1-0 count right now with one out. There's a pitch inside, low for ball 1. Ball two. Excuse me, I said it wrong. I knew it when I said it. Yeah. Ball 2.
I cannot see who that is out there warming up.
I can't see.
We need to start bringing some binoculars with us, don't we?
Do?
I think that's it.
All right. Ball inside, and it will get by, and runners are going to advance now. So another run will score as Brody Arthur comes in for Neosho. Spiva will advance to third. Canton Smith will get, or I should say, Canton Smith with Drake Swift pinch running for him will advance to second. And it is now a 3-0 count for Charlton with one out. Pitch going from the stretch.
Ball 4.
Oh, no, it's strike.
Yeah. Looked down at Cooper, and it's almost like he threw that bat and then reached out and grabbed it.
He sure did. He was getting ready to throw it. It's a 3-1 count, that ambidextrous call there. There's a swing and a hit. It's going to be a right to the shortstop for the 6-3 put out right there. So Fryman will get that put out right there.
Batting 7th, the second baseman.
But the Cats pick up another run. The now score is 5-3.
And Drake Swift will advance to second base. And now it is the second baseman, number 11, Jaden Nichols, that steps into the batter's box. First pitch is a called strike. So it's an 0-1 count with 2 outs, runner on third. Ball outside. So it's a 1-1 count for Jaden Nichols. Pitch, ball low for a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Inside and high for ball 3. 3-1 is the count.
Nichols is hitting .250 on the season. He's got a couple of hits. He's got a couple of extra base hits.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball behind home plate for a 3-2 count. So a full count with 2 outs. Runner on third now for Neosho as they trail the Marshfield Blue Jays here in the bottom half of the first inning by a score of 5-3. Here's the pitch. Called strike. And that is it right there. Caught watching right there. So in that inning, 3 runs will score. Runner gets stranded at third as they trail the Marshfield Blue Jays here in the bottom of the first inning. With 1 inning complete, it's a score of 5-3. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Family Market, located at 201 North Neosho Boulevard, is your friendly hometown grocery store with delicious deli and the best selection of fresh meats and beautiful produce. Family Market can also take care of all your catering needs. Whether your upcoming event is big or small, Family Market can handle it all. Call 451-0057. That's 451-0057. Check out the Family Market Facebook page for weekly specials. Go Wildcats from Family Market of Neosho.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
1 inning is in play, and the Cats got 3 of them back, and largely because of a leadoff double by Hudson Williams, went around to third base. Then there was another hit in there. Brody Arthur walked. Kate Spiva had a little single up the middle. Smith had a walk, and there was a wild pitch along the way. So the Cats picked up 3. They're down by 2. It's the top half of this second inning.
And it is Carson Adams, the pitcher, that steps into the batter's box. His first time at bat, he struck out. First pitch is a ball low, or ball 1.
Boston Patterson on the mound for the Cats. He came in relief of Noah Lawson.
Here's a swing, and it's a high fly ball right to the second baseman. Jaden Nichols making the call, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And it is now the catcher, number 5, Carter James. He flied out to center field his last time at bat. So we'd like that to go right now because they have no runners on base. And there's the pitch. It's a called strike for strike 1.
That was nothing but just a rock and fire smoke from Boston Patterson that time.
I'm wondering if he's not got a difference between a 4-seam and a 2-seam fastball because of the way he's pitching some of them. It just looks like there's somewhat of a little change. It's a 1-1 count now. Ball inside for ball 2.
Well, the wind is blowing almost back into right center field now.
It's still blowing, that's for sure, though. Ball high, ball 3. Today would be a good day to invest in some good coveralls. That is for sure.
Especially if you're going to be outside.
Exactly. There's a swing and a foul ball behind the home plate.
Yeah, we just saw Boston Patterson, so I'm going to make this pitch work.
3-2.
Yeah, it's a full count. There is 1 out in the top half of the second inning.
And you know, John, it's interesting. I look out here, you see all these players as well as fans. There must be a sale today on neck gaiters or something. Everybody's wearing them today.
Yeah, I tell you,
they learned from last week. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's possible too. I've been looking around to see if I could find one myself, but you know, as cheap as I am, it's going to have to be cheap.
Hey, I've got one already. There's a base hit, and it will. Quentin Hughes makes the play, but it just didn't get there in time. So it will be a single for James, and it will be the left fielder Henry Bergstresser.
Hughes made that play a lot closer than it probably should have been. He was almost on the grass when he picked that ball up.
He was deep, and he was almost on third base because he was trying to back up Hudson, who was making the play, and it just went right under Hudson.
Here's Bergstresser, and their high fly ball. Versluis is going to have to get on his horse to get there. He got it.
He got it, and he's going to try to make the play at first. Oh, and it does get by. So he will fly out
Now batting number 30.
to first loose for the second out. However, the runner will advance. And now they're going to try to get him in, get a pinch runner. And I believe it's number 22, Trenton Rosenthal.
Yeah, Carter Day, the first baseman, had a double his last time up.
And that's interesting. I have never seen a player with one of those hand warmers tied to him. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. How about that? I guess
that's unique. Oh, there was a curveball.
Call strike one.
That's what we want to see. It's called strike.
Cats need to get out of the inning right here and come back and rattle the bats again. It's going to be Colton Southern, Vin Versluis in the top of the batting order when the Cats come back up.
Here's the pitch. It's a swing. It's going to be a short chopper. Quentin Hughes for the third out. So it'll be the 6-3 put out there for Quentin. No runs will score in this inning. A runner is left stranded as the Neosho Wildcats trail the Marshfield Blue Jays by a score of 5-3 here in the middle of the second inning. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Clark Funeral Homes with 2 locations, 312 South Wood Street in Neosho and Highway B at Highway 86 in Granby, is proud to be a part of these local communities. Established in 1890, they specialize in a variety of funeral service options, including traditional, cremation, and graveside services. They also offer monuments. Clark Funeral Homes, 417-451-2345 or online at clarkfuneralhomes.com, a sponsor of KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network.
We all have those days where we don't want to get up. But when we have true discipline and choose to rise up, we become the best version of ourselves. To start your journey today, visit risefitnesscenter.com.
Welcome back to Roy Schaefer Stadium. It is the bottom half of the second inning. The Cats are down by a score of 5-3. Boston Patterson did a good job of keeping the batters kind of back on their heels, and we went that inning without a score. There was a runner stranded on second base. The batters coming up are going to be Colton Sutherland. He's playing first base. Then it'll be Vin Versluis, the center fielder, and he really got on his horse to come in and pick up that ball that was out there in center field.
And then we're going back to the top of the lineup with Hudson Williams. So let's get it started, Neosho. So Carson Adams is still pitching right now for Marshfield. He goes from the windup. Here's the pitch. First pitch is a swing and a miss as he brings the heat, blows it right by Colton Southern for a strike one.
Next picture scheduled for the Cats is going to be Brody Arthur. There's a
ball just inside, getting him off the plate.
There was a little chin music there, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. It got him back. 1-1 is the count. And there's a swing and a hit, and I tell you what, John, that thing is traveling.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, their center fielder right there, Tice Jones, had a good play on it. Made the play right there for the out.
Yeah, that back was back on the warning track, and with a wind like that, if there hadn't been a wind, that ball would have been out of the park.
And it is now Finn Versluis, the center fielder.
Finn Versluis is batting .375 for the Cats, and his on-base percentage is .524.
There we go. We need him on base right now with one out. Nobody on base for Neosho. Finn steps into the box. First pitch is a ball low.
Yeah, he's got that back foot right almost on the line again.
And I can tell you what, you do
Both
need to
lines,
back
in
up.
fact.
You need to back up because he's got some heat right now. Ball outside for a 2-0 count.
Versluis, Hudson Williams, and Brody Arthur. One out in the bottom half of the second inning. There's the ball high and inside.
He's calling it a strike.
Yes, he did.
He called it a strike right there, so it's a 2-1 count. There's a swing and a hit just off. Oh, and it's just misfielded right there by Steinbach. So he will get on base right there.
Brings up the leadoff hitter, third baseman, Hudson Williams.
So it is now Hudson Williams, who doubled his last time at bat and scored for Neosho.
Yeah, he turned on that ball and hit it, and it bounced on the foul ball line. So it was a nice hit by Hudson Williams.
We'll take another one right
You
now.
bet.
With one out, runner at first. Let's move that guy. Get him
But
around.
I'll tell you what, look where the right fielder is playing.
Look
I mean,
where
he is
all of them right
almost
now,
in
they're
center
all
field.
shifted
He is.
over. And he's going right on the first pitch.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even try to make the play. So there is a stolen base for Finn.
So we got a runner on second base. There is one out in the bottom half of the second inning. Top of the batting order is Hudson Williams, who doubled his last time up.
And it's a 1-0 count for Hudson. And it's going to get by him right now. He's going to advance to third base. That was ball 2.
That's the second wild pitch that we've seen.
So it's a 2-0 count. And, John, as you said, it's interesting to see. I can't see the left fielder here because of the dugout, but they are all shifted over. You got like 2 center fielders, nobody in right field, and this left fielder over here somewhere. They are planning on Hudson pulling that ball. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike for a 2-1 count. There's going to be a line drive
Right
for a base hit, and that will be a run scoring for Neosho. And Hudson will get on first with a single.
Scores now 5-4. Cats pick up one there. Williams at first base. We'll see if he does the same thing.
And that's what about right now, I'm looking at this. We're playing composed right now, and that's what we need to do. We don't have to get it all back at once. Just keep gnawing away, and that's what we're doing. There's going to be a base hit right to the second baseman, who's going to try to pull there's the double play right there. He called it.
Sure did.
He called it. So it was a 4 to 6 to 3 double play.
And that ends the inning. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. After 2 innings of play, the Jays from Marshfield 5 and the Neosho Wildcats with 4. We'll be right back after this.
Insurance Benefits Consultants now has 2 locations to serve you. They're located at 1009 South Neosho Boulevard in Neosho and at 701 Northwest McNelly Road in Bentonville, Arkansas. They are proud supporters of the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They provide Medicare and Medicaid supplemental policies, as well as life, health, and group health insurance plans from companies like Allstate and Colonial. For more information, call 417-451-4244 or in Arkansas, 479-431-5226.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
It's the top of the 3rd inning from the Wildcat Complex, and the sophomore that can throw 90 miles an hour, Brody Crane, is on the mound for the Cats. We'll see how much of a change that is from Boston Patterson and see what the Marshfield hitters can do with this, Coach.
Hey, it's a carousel of pitchers today for Neosho right now. So, in my opinion, all he's got to do is just a little bit different way he does it. It'll throw these pitchers off, and it's going to be the third baseman, number 6, Case Steinbach, that comes in for Marshfield. His last time at bat, he got on base. I couldn't remember how he got on base. I think he had a single. And in turn,
No, he had a double.
He had a double. Okay, he had a double, and in turn,
in the first inning,
he came around and scored for Marshfield. So he's a left-handed batter. He steps into the batter's box here in the top half of the third inning. First pitch is a called strike.
Crane has had struggled with control his last couple of times out. If we can get him to settle in and get a good inning here, it's going to be worthwhile. That ball
low.
I don't know how fast that ball was going.
It is moving right
smoking.
now. It is moving much faster than the others right now. Ball high. You got to just slow it down, take a deep breath, collect your thoughts right now, and put it right down the middle. Yes, you got heat, but just you got to bring it over the plate.
Yeah, he looks down. He
goes from the wind up, and it's going to be ball 3.
I'm not sure if Canton couldn't have caught that. That might have been a strike. There's a Canton.
Right now, it looks like it's kind of hard to see. Yeah. I know it's kind of hard for me up here to see.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't got the lights back on. This would have been an opportune time to turn them back on. Here comes Crane from the pitch underway.
Ball outside, so it'll be 4 balls, a base on balls, and Steinbach will get on first. And it'll now be the designated hitter, number 17, Braden Jensen, who singled his first time and came around and scored for Marshfield. He was the number 5 scorer for Marshfield the last time at bat. So with a runner on first, Crane goes with a stretch, and the first pitch, as we say, John, that's the old Linda Ronstadt pitch, the old Blue Bayou. He brought the heater. He wanted to smoke him right now.
You know, Crane spent a lot of time in the off-season in the weight room. He's gained about 3 or 4 inches in height. He played safety for the Cats.
He's showing bunt, and just to the other side. So Steinbach will get a stolen base.
You know, with his stature and what he's done in the weight room, I'm not real sure he won't move to inside linebacker during football season.
I can tell you right now, I didn't see a lot of pitching last year from him, but he can bring the heat.
Yeah, he played catcher the second half of the season.
Right,
he had a pretty good arm
remember
going
that.
down to second base. He does have some speed in the tournament. The tournament at the beginning of the year, the Schaefer tournament, he had an inside the park home run.
So it is a 1-1 count for Jensen right now. And they're showing.
It's going to be low for ball 2.
I can't. It's kind of hard to see his call here because of the pole, but that delayed call's not helping anything right now either. 2-1 is the count.
No, it's not. Jensen looks down at third base, coach, to see what he wants me to do now. The wind is blowing. You can tell on the jacket, and he shows bunt and bunts. Foul ball, strike 2.
So right now, I kind of like this right now. Brody Crane is not showing anything but heat. He's bringing it to him very fast, and they're having a hard time getting adjusted to it to try to lay down that bunt and advance that runner.
Well, he's got a pitch to play with right here.
So
Let's see if he does that or whether he just rocks and fires.
Here's the pitch, and it will get by Canton. So the runner will advance. It's a 3-2 count. Just inside. And Canton's going to have to be careful here right now. You don't want anything getting by you here because they will try. 3-2 is the count with no one out. Runner on third base for Marshfield. Here's the pitch. Oh,
hit him.
He will hit the.
Tells the runner to go back to third base, and he's going to.
Now batting number 4, Easton Arthur.
So now you got runners on the corner. And it is now the right fielder, number 4, Easton Arthur. And coach is not wasting any time. He's going to go out there and have a conversation.
Yeah, I think he most definitely is. And I think he's showing something to Crane as he sees in his delivery.
He's talking to him a little bit.
Yeah.
So he may not be taking him out. He may be just talking to him.
Well, it's the top half of the third inning. The Cats have battled back from 5-0 to 5-4. And Arthur gets a little bit of encouragement from everybody. Or not Arthur, but Crane gets a little bit of encouragement, and he stays out there. Runners on first and second.
And so here we go.
See what the infield does, whether they're going to play in for the play at the plate or whether they're going to get the double play ball.
The corners are playing shallow right now.
I think at this point, if you got a chance for a double play ball, that's exactly. Well, now.
And number 22, Trenton Rosenthal. Well, wait a minute. No. What's he?
Yeah, he was.
Wait a minute.
He came in and he was going to second base, but
I was going to say you're on first, son, not on second.
Yeah.
I thought this is going to be a new one. Yeah. Never seen this.
Yeah. Here we go. Runners on the corners. There are no outs. And here's Arthur.
He's going to take his time right now from the stretch. And he doesn't make a play, and there's where you got to be careful right now. So one run scores. Jensen, Rosenthal, who's running for him, comes all the way around. And the first pitch for Arthur was a called strike. So another run will score for Marshfield. And I just wonder, John, if they didn't, were trying to get a call there to cut that off or something. They didn't do it, but showing the bunt. Pulls it back for a ball one because it's a ball low.
Both Southern and Williams were in on the batter almost by the time the ball got there.
And he's going to come. He's coming right now. They're not wasting any time. So he will get another run will score on the pass ball. And now it is a 2-1 count for Arthur and nobody on base as the Marshfield Blue Jays take a lead here in the top half of the third inning by a score of 7-4.
You know, if the idea is to get Crane some pitches in, that may have been a good thing. You don't ever want to be able to give up runs, but there's nobody on base now, and he can just relax and throw the ball.
It's a 3-1 count.
7-4 the score now in favor of the Blue Jays from Marshfield. There's a strike.
Called strike right there. So it's a full count now, 3-2. As Brody Crane is going from the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a swing. It's a short chopper, and it will go foul.
Hudson Williams, at the very last minute, decided to let that ball go, and what a good decision.
I think, John, he saw the spin of that and said, it's not going to stay fair. Rather than taking a chance right there, I'm just going to let it go by for another play. So it's a full count now, 3-2, no outs for Marshfield as they have scored 2 runs here in the top half of the third inning, and it's a swing and a hit. It's going to be a short chopper for the 6-3 put out right there. As Quentin Hughes had a little trouble fielding it, but had still plenty of time. And it is now the center fielder, Tice Jones, that comes up to bat. His last time at bat, he got a single and got to second base and got stranded at second base. First pitch is outside, ball 1.
And that was a heater, no doubt about it.
Here's the pitch, ball outside. 2-0 is the count. Ball 3 just outside again. So it's a 3-0 count right now. Just rear back and rocket fire. You know he's probably not going to swing. Coach has probably told him be ready to take a pitch here. And it's ball 4 just outside, so he will advance to first. And now we're back at the top of the lineup for Marshfield. It'll be number 20, the shortstop, Hunter Fryman. And coach is going to call timeout and go out and make a change right now.
Versluis.
He's bringing in Versluis.
Well, there's a pitcher change. We're going to take a timeout also. You're watching Neosho Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
Tally Tire at 18152 East Highway 86 is a proud supporter of local high school athletics. Tally Tire is your full-service car and truck headquarters. They carry name-brand tires such as Nexen, Mastercraft, and Uniroyal, ATC camper shells and bed covers, and do oil changes and tune-ups. Call Tally Tire today for all your automotive needs at 417-451-0457 or online at tallytire.com.
People's Bank of Seneca, proudly investing in our community and you since 1996. Locations in Joplin, Neosho, and Seneca. Bank PBS, peoplesbankofseneca.com.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Finn Versluis comes in from center field to pitch for the Cats. While he's warming up, let's thank some sponsors. Let's thank Eric Norris, our State Farm agent, Joe Ringstaff, he's your financial advisor for Edward Jones, First Free Will Baptist Church, Family Market, Farm Bureau agent Josh Dodson, Clark Funeral Home, and Fawcett Greenhouse. We're just about underway. It's very overcast. Looks like there may be a little bit of sun out. I would
if it is, I don't know where. Maybe in Jasper County.
Well, that may very well be. I think we can look to get the lights turned on here before too long.
I think we do need to, because here in this part of Newton as well as McDonald County, it is cloudy for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Well, I think you try to turn the lights on in between innings, so it doesn't look like anybody gets a fair or unfair advantage.
Brody Arthur is going to stay.
Yeah, he's going to stay out in right field.
And I think you're right. I think Brody Crane.
I believe he's in center field.
I think you're right, John. He is going to go to center field. Cade Spiva is going to stay out and left.
Mm-hmm. We've seen Versluis throw the ball a couple of times, come in or one time in late innings.
We can say today is going to be a carousel of change for Neosho.
Isn't that the truth?
And so here we go. Let's get this thing started. It's going to be Hunter Fryman that steps into the batter's box.
He had a triple to lead off the ball game, and then he grounded out to 1-3. Boston Patterson to first baseman Colton Southern.
Finn right there is showing the pickoff move on the runner at first, keeping him honest right there. And he goes, and it will get by Canton Smith, so he will advance. So Tice Jones will get to second base. It is ball 1 for Hunter Fryman. And there's only one out for Marshfield.
And this is the top half of the third inning.
Finn is going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Oh,
hit him.
Hit the runner.
Or he hit the bat, one of the two. I guess it hit the bat.
Okay, hit the bat. Yeah. Okay. That's all the more reason coaches always tell you guys to drop your bat. So that'll be a strike 1 right there. 1-1 is the count. Finn is looking at the runner. There's a swing, and it's a little squibber right off the end of the bat. Oh, a 1-3 put out. That was much closer than it probably should have been, but hey, we like those dramatics a little bit right there. It makes good ball play. So it's a 1-3 put out. So 2 outs. However, Tice Jones will advance to third for Marshfield.
Well, Adam struck out his first time up, and then he flied out to second baseman Jaden Nichols his last time up.
Ball outside. Ball 1. As Finn Versluis goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a hit. It's going to be a line drive right out there for a base hit. So another run will score for Marshfield. As Tice Jones comes in for Marshfield to make the score 8-4 here in the top half of the third inning.
And the score is 8-4.
And I'm trying to see who the pinch runner is now. Yeah, I think you may be right, John. We're going to have to invest in some binoculars because I can't see that kid's number.
No, I can't either.
And that jersey's kind of dirty right now, so.
We'll be in Webb City on Thursday night as we still open COC play.
So 2 outs. 0-0 is the count right now for Carson Adams. Or excuse me, Carter James. I said that wrong. My apologies.
Pre-game show will start at 4 o'clock with the opening pitch at 4:30.
And he will steal second base.
It's a good
Advance
throw
to
that
second,
time
but
by
it was a good
Smith.
throw. He just needs to get it in front right there instead of making the Tiger turn. It'll come to him. He'll be all right. Here's the pitch from the stretch. Ball 2. 2-0 is the count. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a hit. Right off the end of the bat. And it's going to be a little misplay. Another run will score for Marshfield. Runner will advance on the error there. So another run scores.
Yeah, right now the Cats are their own worst enemy.
Yes, right now, as you just said it right there, we are our own worst enemy right now. We're trailing this ball game here in the top half of the third inning by a score of 9-4.
Henry Bergstresser is the hitter. He hits from
and we're going to get a pinch runner out here. I'm trying to see if that number looks like 13. It is going to be Easton Curley, the pinch runner. And John, you said it best. We're our own worst enemy right now, and this is one of those you got to be careful because it could get out of control real quick.
Well, it absolutely is 9-4 right now.
We were 5-4. We've given up 4 runs here, and now they've taken a lead of 9-4. Ball outside, and he got 2 outs. And Bergstresser, he's an all-state player. You don't want to give him something right now.
Now the sophomore plays left field.
Swing and a foul ball for strike 1. He flied out to center field his last time. His first time at bat, he got a base on balls and scored a run for Marshfield. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, that was a little high and inside, it looked like.
Ooh, that was close. It was a pretty pitch.
2 balls and a strike and 2 outs. We're in the top half of the third inning, and the Blue Jays from Marshfield are up on us by the score of 9-4. There's a called strike.
Called strike on the outside, strike 2. I was waiting for that one. I didn't know what he was going to make a call there.
Yeah, deuces
So
are
it's a 2-2.
wild. Here comes the pitch.
Ball low.
Yeah.
So it's a full count, 3-2 for Bergstresser.
The big first baseman Carter Day will be up next. Here comes the pitch.
Base on balls. So he will walk him. And so now you got runners at second and first for Marshfield. And now it is the first baseman, number 30, Carter Day. This young man got a hit first time at bat, and he had a 6-3 put out this second time at bat.
Comes the first pitch from Versluis.
Ball high for ball one. Pitch number 2 from the stretch. Here we go. It's a swing and a foul ball out of play.
Cats have been out in the field for a long time.
Yes, they have.
We need to get in and get warmed up and right the ship.
Well, John, this is the second time they've gone through the entire lineup. Ooh. Ball 2. He wanted to pull the trigger, but he didn't. He held back for ball 2. 2-1 is the count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from the stretch for Finn. Swing and a foul ball out of play for strike number 2, so it is a 2-2 count. For Carter.
Now we're back at that 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second.
That's a foul ball.
He took a little something off of that one.
Yes, he did. Had to make Carter adjust, and just a little off time right there for the foul ball. Still 2-2 count. With 2 out, runners at second and first for Marshfield as they lead the Neosho Wildcats here in the top half of the third inning by a score of 9-4. Here's the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a swing, and it's going to be a base hit right over to right field. Coach is sending him on. Will Arthur is going to send it. However, he will get in for another run. Runners all keep advancing. So now you have Carter James, who just came in for Marshfield. Bergstresser gets over to third. Carter Day will get to second base, and it is now the third baseman, number 6, Case Steinbach, that comes up to bat. He started off this inning with a base on balls and came around and scored for Marshfield. So this is his second time in this inning at bat. 2 outs. Here's a swing and a hit. It's going to be a base hit. So another run scores. He gets a double. And 2 runs score.
Jensen.
So now it is Neosho trailing here in the top half by a score of. There's another base hit. Another run will come around and score. As Jensen rips one out in left center.
Brings up the right fielder, Easton Arthur.
And now it is Easton Arthur. As they have, floodgates have opened here in the top half of the third inning for Marshfield. And they have taken a 13-4 lead over the Neosho Wildcats. First pitch is a strike for Easton Arthur. Here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball. It's going to be out of play. Well, I didn't hear it. Didn't hit your truck, that's for sure, John.
No.
I mean, maybe you could get them to park it over here. They might let you.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah.
0-2 is the count with 2 outs. Going from the stretch, here's a swing and a hit. It is a high fly ball to left field.
And it's caught.
And it is.
Yeah.
Caught right there.
By Spiva.
By Spiva. Yeah, that's a good job right there. So in that inning, you will get 8 runs to score for Marshfield here in the top half of the third inning as they take a lead of 13-4 over the Neosho Wildcats. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
The law offices of Wood & Peterson is sponsoring this portion of Neosho Wildcat Athletics, located at 217 South Lafayette, Neosho, and 431 Virginia Avenue in Joplin. They serve Southwest Missouri with personal claim representation. For more information, the phone number is 417-451-4141 or online at neoshoattorney.com. The law offices of Wood & Peterson are proud supporters of the Neosho Wildcats.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
Welcome back to Roy Shaver Stadium. The Cats have got the middle of the lineup. It's going to be Cade Spiva, Kenton Smith, and Quentin Hughes up. And the Cats have got to do something to right the ship. They are down by a score of 13-4 after an 8-run inning by the Blue Jays in the top half of the third. And that's getting dangerously close to the run rule numbers, Coach.
Yeah, you're exactly right here. And this is where you got to be careful because with that kind of lead right there, that pitcher, he's going to be feeling real confident, and he'll say, okay, let's get it going and just try to put an end to this thing right now.
Spiva had a single his first time up and came around to score in the first inning.
First pitch is a ball 1. Going from the windup is Carson Adams. It's a swing and a foul ball behind home plate for strike 1. Changed it up a little bit. And right now he's doing a good job as well, John, just mixing it up, keeping the Neosho batters off time right now.
Yeah, there's nobody over in the Wildcats dugout warming up, or bullpen warming up.
Ball low, ball 2. It's a 2-1 count. Either that or they already have warmed up.
Here comes a pitch underway.
Called strike right across that, sliding right across that plate for strike 2. So it's a 2-2 count. And you're going to guard that inside of that plate. He's going to take that outside. You've got to guard that outside. Here's the pitch. Oh,
hit him.
Hit by a pitch. So Cade will get on base by a hit by a pitch. And it is now Kenton Smith, the catcher for Neosho, that steps into the batter's box.
Well, the Blue Jays have done everything they can to give us a lot of opportunities. We've hit a pitch. We've walked in a run. We've had about 3 wild pitches, and the Cats just can't seem to get anything going at this point.
This is right now the inning. You got to do it right now.
Yeah, Smith got on base, and pinch runner
called strike.
Swift got all the way to third base in the first inning.
So it's strike 1. 0-1 is the count. No outs for Neosho. Runner on first. Carson Adams for Marshfield has thrown a complete game so far. Stayed in there. He's going from the stretch. Called strike. That's strike 2.
Yeah.
He's hitting that outside of that corner right now. If you're going to crowd that inside of that box, he's going to pick that outside corner right now. And they're getting the call. Goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Oh,
That hit him.
Hit him again. That's two that have been a hit. And it's right now, he's looked like he's trying to throw a breaking pitch, but it's just not breaking in time.
Yeah, and Swift is going to
come out and run for Canton so he can get the equipment back on.
Yeah, that one caught him right in the small of the back as he was
sure
going
did.
down. So here comes Quentin Hughes. He struck out the first time up. We need him to do something. He has the ability to put the ball in right field if they give him the pitch.
And it's whipping right now. That wind is moving around, just whipping everywhere. Ball low. Here's the pitch. Swing a high fly
What he was trying to do is hit the ball over the right field.
But it's going to go out of play for strike one. So it's a 1-1 count. Runners at second and first for Neosho. No outs. Marshfield's got a pitcher over there warming up in the bullpen for them. And we as well have one for Neosho warming up.
Yeah, and warming up for Neosho is Colton
There's
Southern.
a called strike. So it's a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's a swing. It's going to be a little dribbler down the third base line.
Everybody's going to be safe.
And everybody's going to be safe. It's going to be a pass ball. So runners will keep going.
And Spiva scores.
So that will be an error.
Cooper Charlton.
Well, there was a little dribbler that Hughes was going to beat out anyway. Third baseman was in no man's land. Wasn't real sure exactly what he needed to do. And by the time he made a decision, throw the ball to first base, we had runners in position.
And so now it is Cooper Charlton, the designated hitter.
Yeah, Cat's got a little something going. There's no outs and runners on second and third and one run in. The score is now 13-5 in favor of the Jays.
And Cooper Charlton takes the first pitch for a ball one.
Jaden Nichols and
Colton Southern will be
Southern.
the next. Called strike on the outside corner.
I was just getting ready to say ball outside.
I thought so too, but when he motions that hand, I got to wait for it to snap. There's a little foul out of play right off the end of that bat. So it's a 1-2 count for Cooper.
Charlton has the ability to slap the ball, and, there's still a pretty big opening between first and second base.
There's another foul ball going over here to the softball field. Or if you're one of those kids out there in the playground, you might want to be careful.
Yeah.
Hate to see you take one off the top of your head.
And the ball and 2 strikes. There's no outs. Runners on second and third.
And here's the pitch from the stretch. Ball outside. Ball 2. 2-2 is the count. He's gripping that thing a little different. He's trying to throw a 3/4 slider or a curve, drop a little bit. But it's an off-speed pitch. 2-2 is the count. Here's called strike right there. Caught him watching right there. So Cooper will go down with a strikeout. And is now the second baseman, number 11, Jaden Nichols, that comes up to bat for Neosho.
Struck out his first time up to end the first inning.
And right now, this has been a hitter's game. Right now, there's very few strikeouts for both teams.
He didn't come around. It's ball outside.
Hey, yep, well, they're going to check it. Okay, ball outside. I was waiting to see if they're going to make the check here. Field makes the call. Didn't swing, so it's a 1-0 count. Going from the stretch.
Ball low and outside.
I'm with you there. It is low and outside. He's trying to get that outside corner. Because even the catcher's sliding over there, trying to get it out there.
Runners on second and third, 1 out. There's a strike.
Strike right there. And, John, that's one thing I find interesting right now. I'm watching all the batters. They're crowding that inside that box. I don't know why pitchers are not taking advantage of throwing it inside and jamming him up right now. I know you've got to mix it up, but jam them up a little bit because they're going to swing out there, try to reach for it, bring it to the inside. It's a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and it's a line drive. It's going to be a
one
base hit. So
maybe
another one will come in. 2 is going to come in for Neosho. And he will get on second base.
With a double. That ball went right over third base head.
And so Ken Smith, Drake Swift, who was pinch running for him, as well as Quentin Hughes score 2 runs. And coach is now going to make a change, maybe, or he's just going to have a conference here.
Probably going to. They're going. He's sending one of his coaches out to
Yeah,
check
he's sending
and
them.
see,
They're going to make a change right now. And this young man that's warming up out here, he looks like he can bring some heat. We're going to see who this is.
Well, the Cats have picked up 3 of the 8 that they gave up in the 3rd inning.
And it looks like it's number 11, Keegan Reynolds. If I read this roster right, if it is number 11, Keegan Reynolds. And we said earlier, their record's 7-2. They're a very solid ball club right now.
Well, they're a solid hitting ball club. There's no doubt about that. And in order to hit the ball like that, you got to be pretty disciplined at the plate as well. Cats have helped them out considerably with 5 errors at this point.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 11, Keegan Reynolds.
Well, this ball game is being brought to you by Clark Funeral Home, Rise Fitness Center, Fawcett's Greenhouse, Big Nickel, Insurance Benefit Consultants of Neosho and Bella Vista, Arkansas, Tally Tire, the law firm of Woods and Peterson, Newmac Electric, and Sports Locker. Go by and tell all those folks how much you appreciate opportunity to entertain you a little bit this afternoon and watch your Neosho Wildcats.
So as we're getting this here, getting Keegan Reynolds warmed up right now, they have gnawed away at this lead right now. It was 13-4. We have scored 3 runs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
And there's 1 out.
And there's only 1 out, and Neosho's trailing by a score of 13-7. So we may end up playing this entire ball game, John.
Well, that's very possible, and you know.
We talked earlier about the 10-run rule coming into effect. So.
And what we want to do is we want to continue with what we're doing, get all of our pitchers, get a little bit of time in, but we want to have some fun too. We need to hit the ball, and we need to score some runs.
Exactly. And this may be the inning right now. They had a big inning in the top half. We can get a big inning here in the bottom half, and who knows? It could be anybody's ball game from here on out.
Yeah, Jaden Nichols, who was a .250 hitter, had a very timely double and brought in 2 runs for the Cats. There is 1 out.
And Colton Southern's coming up to bat, and his last time he flied out to center field. So we know he can put the bat on the ball.
Yeah, he hit the ball center field almost to the warning track.
Colton Southern.
Finn Versluis, who came in relief of Brody Crane from center field, will be the batter after that, and then will be the top of the batting order.
And so here we go. Keegan Reynolds goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss for strike 1 for Colton Southern.
Like that was right down the alley. Now, he's got a little bit of a different stance.
He has a different stance. He keeps himself elongated right there, but he can bring the heat from there. Here's the pitch. It will get by right there. So the runner will advance to third base. And it is now a 1-1 count.
And a fly ball is going to score another one for the Cats.
My question is, did we pay the electric bill? Because I still haven't seen the lights on. There's a called strike. So it's a 1-2 count. It's getting a little dark out here, in my opinion, but that's just me. Here's the pitch.
Slow and away for a ball.
So it's a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch from the stretch.
Call strike three.
Right there is strike three. Caught him watching, had him turned. He was not going to swing at that for sure, but he is called out and is now Finn Versluis, who was the pitcher for Neosho, who started the game at center field for Neosho, that steps into the batter's box. And his last time, he got a single with a stolen base and scored a run for Neosho. Here we go. Here's the pitch from the stretch. It's ball outside for ball one.
Versluis is really active in that batter's box.
Here's the pitch. Swing, and it's a little blooper. Pitcher makes the call and makes the catch and gets the third out, leaving a runner stranded for Neosho. However, Neosho does score 3 runs here in the bottom half of the third inning and trail the Marshfield Blue Jays by a score of 13-7. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Sports Locker, located at 1206 Neosho Boulevard, Neosho, is a proud supporter and supplier of Crowder College athletics. The Sports Locker also specializes in team sports apparel for high schools and Little League teams. They also have Nike and Under Armour clothing, open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, Saturday from 9:30 to 5, and Sundays noon to 5, or online at shopsportslocker.com. Proud supporters of Crowder College athletics.
Welcome back to Roy Shaver Stadium. Colton Southern is the new pitcher for the Wildcats. Cats just kind of keep eking back into it. The Jays scored 8 in the top half of the third inning. The Cats came back with another 3. The score is now 13-7. And, Coach, we've got a lot of baseball yet to play.
Yes, we do. And we've got a lot of changes right now because Brody Arthur, it looks like, has gone to first base. And I believe it's Quentin Hughes that's going to second? No.
No,
I take that back. Wrong number.
Yeah, that's Jaden Nichols at second.
Jaden
Hughes
Nichols
is still at shortstop.
I thought they were making a change there. So it's Brody Arthur, and then Finn Versluis goes back to center.
Yeah, I think Spiva's gone over to no. I can't tell. Maybe
that's
Crane that's gone to right field.
Yeah, Brody Crane is in right field, and you got. You ask and you shall receive.
We've got at least one listener, don't we?
We do. Here's the pitch. First pitch is ball outside for ball one. You're gonna. I'll let you use those right now. I'll keep writing it in the scorebook. Here's the pitch. Ball high.
Yep, that's that's Crane in right field. I guess
There's a swing and a miss.
If you ask for something long enough and you've got people listening to you, they bring it up to you. Denny Shannon just brought us up a set of binoculars.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
2 old guys up here where our eyesight's not what it used to be. 2-2 is the count. There's a swing and a foul ball out of play. I'd tell a shagger, hey, you're getting a snow cone, but it's too cold for him today. Maybe get you a cup of coffee.
Yeah, it may very well.
All I know is you got to move. You got to hurry up and get that thing. You got to move.
Yeah, the count's now 2-2. There's no outs. Here comes the next pitch from Southern.
And it's ball low.
Yeah, I tell you, Ken Smith wanted to hold on to that for just a minute, see if the umpire was going to change his mind.
And there, Tice Jones makes a chopper right to the shortstop for the 6-3 put out right there by Quentin Hughes.
Now batting number 20, Hunter Fryman.
The Cats at this point have just got to put the ball in play, and that has been a little bit of a problem. We need to get some ground balls so we can get our infield a little bit of work and kind of get the blood moving again.
We do need to get the blood going.
Well, there's a call strike.
First
what a
pitch,
beautiful
that was
pitch.
a pitch.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be inside, and it froze.
As you said, it froze him up. He didn't know what to do. Caught him off guard. Now that one is going to be a shallow fly ball, but Quentin Hughes makes the catch and the call for out number 2. And it is now number 1, Carson Adams, that was the pitcher for Marshfield that started out the game. That comes up to bat.
You know, a 3 up, 3 down would go real well right now for the Cats.
It sure would. And ball 1 is the call. Here's the pitch. Just outside for ball 2.
Bugaboo for the Cats is to get 2 outs, and then it seems like that Jay's come back with something.
3-0 is the count.
Yeah. So we need to throw the ball down the middle right here, and then James, the catcher, is up.
It's like you said, John. We had the momentum, 1 out, 2 outs right here. You just got to keep going right here. There's a call strike.
Yes.
You just got to keep it going right now and get your momentum going your way, because you don't want to give them another big inning. And you've got 2 outs. Let's just finish it and get ourselves back in. Ball 4. So it'll be a base on balls for Carson Adams, and it is now the catcher, number 5, Carter James, that comes up to bat. And you got 2 outs right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not still going to be aggressive on the plate or on the bases right here. You might see them try to steal right off the bat. Here's the pitch from the stretch.
Southern takes a big deep breath. Here comes a pitch.
And it's ball inside. And it's interesting to watch this, how Neosho here, some of their pitchers pick off. Instead of looking toward the base without turning your shoulders, they look the back shoulder, off their back shoulder.
Yeah, I think sometimes.
And I'm wondering if it's not the second baseman that's making the call.
Looking over at the second baseman or shortstop. Looking back over at
looking
second
back.
baseman
He's
right
trying
now.
to look back there. It's just a different way to do it. Ball inside. Nope, they called him safe.
Well, that was a great throw, and it was a great tag that time.
It was a great play altogether right there. So that will be a stolen base.
Yeah, Coach Bo's going to go out and question that.
Yeah, he can question that, but
Yeah.
it just looked, it was good right here from my angle and everything. And I'll admit, I don't.
Coach Bo coming back pulled his
He wasn't too happy with it. I mean,
disgust,
I don't,
no doubt about
I
it.
don't know if I would be too upset about that call right now.
Cats can still get out of here right now if we get this hitter.
It's a 2-0 count with 2 outs. Ball inside for ball 3 for the catcher, Carter James. And this is where you don't want to lose control right now, John. As you said, we've got 2 outs. You got a runner at second. Let's just get this third out, get back in, and get ourselves gathered up.
There's the call strike.
There it is. There it is. 3-1 is the count. Just rear back and rocket fire right now is all you got to do. Rear back and rocket fire. Keep bringing it from the stretch. Here we go, Colton Southern. Here's the pitch. ball inside, so it'll be a base on balls. And so now you got a runner at second as well as first, and it is now the left fielder, Henry Bergstresser.
He has scored twice in the ball game. He had a single in the fourth inning, and he
right
walked
now,
in the first inning.
You've got to be careful right now, John, because you're getting the meat of their lineup right now. These guys right here have all been scoring for him right now.
He's going to be a pinch runner.
And it is going to be...
Let me put these
you're
binoculars on and
Let's
see.
go. Let's see what you can see here. I can't see anything.
Well, I still can't see.
Because of the pole.
Yeah, the pole's in the way.
Here's the pitch. Ball high for ball one. Almost thought I saw number 13.
I think it is 13.
Easton Curley. Here's the pitch. Ooh.
The ball was hit hard.
Ripper right down the first base side. Ooh. That thing stays in fair territory. Could be extra bases. That is number 13, Easton Curley for Marshfield, pinch running on first.
And the Cats need to right the ship right here. Let's get out of here without any scores, and let's come back and score some more. If we hold them here and we pick up 3, that makes it a very manageable ball game.
And there's going to be a base hit. He's going to send the runner in. So he will get around to second, Bergstresser. So 1 run scores.
Now batting first baseman, Carter Day.
And Bergstresser gets on second base, and it is now the first baseman, Carter Day. And, John, as I said, this is where you got to be careful because this is the meat of their lineup right now.
Yeah,
They've been scoring. These guys right here, Bergstresser, Day, as well as Steinbeck, and Jensen have all been scoring. So you don't want to lose control here. First pitch is a called strike.
It was a nice pitch that time.
It sure was.
They
bringing the heat right down the middle. 0-1 is the count with 2 outs. Runner, and it's going to be a little dribbler.
It's going
to go foul. Got runners at second as well as third for Marshfield, as the Blue Jays lead here in the top half of the 4th inning by a score of 14-7 over the Neosho Wildcats. Carter steps into the box. Colton Southern goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's a little dribbler, and it's going to get by. Another run will score for Marshfield. Bergstresser will advance to third. Carter Day takes a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss.
Got him.
Strike 3 to end this inning. However, 2 runs have scored for Marshfield as they take a lead here in the top half of the 4th inning by a score of 15-7. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
It's the bottom half of the fourth inning. The Cats are down by a score of 15-7 as we continue to pitch by committee. Good opportunity for the Cats. It's going to be the top of the order, and it's going to be Hudson Williams, who had a single, had a double, and scored in the first inning. Then it's going to be Brody Arthur, who had a base on balls and came around to score in the first inning. So what a good time for the Cats to right the ship, Coach.
Hey, and it's going to be Cade Spiva after that, the third batter, and he scored twice for Neosho. So this is where we need to keep our scores going right now. And it is still Keegan Reynolds for the Marshfield Blue Jays that is pitching. So Hudson needs to get it started here for Neosho. Get it going.
He's had 2 hits on the night. Like I said, he had a double start the ball game off, and then in the second inning, he had a single and was stranded.
Well, he just needs to get it going, get it started for Neosho here. You said you wanted to see somebody with shorts. I see somebody with shorts out there, John. All right.
Oh, my goodness.
We've gone over. I have finally seen it. It is too cold for that. And here we go. Wind is still pushing out to right center from home plate.
Hudson steps up.
Keegan goes from the stretch, showing a bunt, pulls
Call
it back, but it's a called strike. So is he doing that for effect? Here's the pitch. Ball low. So it's a 1-1 count for Hudson. Here's the pitch. Ball 2, ball low. So it's a 2-1 count. Ball 3, ball high. So it's a 3-1 count. I know Hudson's probably got the green light, but he's probably going to watch this pitch right here and see what happens.
Called strike.
He was called strike. You got to know, you got to guard that plate. He's going to bring it in. So now it's a full count, and you know he's going to bring it here as well. Guard the plate. Be ready. There we go, foul ball.
Well, there'll be a junior varsity game after this one, and there's ball 4.
So Hudson will get on first base, and it is now Brody Arthur that comes up to bat for Neosho.
Well, Williams goes back to his winning ways of getting on base. He's been up 3 times, and he's been on base all 3 times.
We just need to keep moving him around right now. Brody Arthur steps into the batter's box. Calls timeout. Catcher Carter James calls timeout, wants to go out and talk to him, make sure we're all on the same page here.
Brody Arthur is one of those that has been developing his bat for a while. This would be a good time for us to be able to see it. He used a lot of discipline in walking in the first inning.
Well, I tell you what, they're not crowding this right field line. If Arthur can pull that thing over to that corner right there in right field, but it's a look right to the second baseman.
Yeah, I thought that was right over the second baseman's head. But F4.
So it's an F4 right there. Sam Perkins right there with the catch. Again, no relation that I know of.
Cade Spiva was hit with a pitch the last time up, and he came around to score.
Hudson doing his dance on first base.
Yeah. And he's gone, and that's a hard
hit ball, but he's got to turn around and get back because of that. He caught it.
Center fielder.
Center fielder right there. Tice Jones made the catch. So it is 2 outs.
Now batting number 32.
And it is now Canton Smith, the catcher, that comes into bat for Neosho. And so you got a runner at first, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning as the Neosho Wildcats trail the Marshfield Blue Jays by a score of 7-15. Hudson does the dance, makes him look. Here's the pitch. And it will get by. So Hudson will get to second base. But I tell you what, John, that is going to look like it was going to be a close call.
It did look like it was going to be a real close call. But that ball bounded into center field.
So he will get on second base. First pitch is a strike 1 for Canton. 0-1 is the count. Ball inside. 1-1 is the count. I've got to wait here for the call because sometimes he does that delayed
he does,
left-handed strike call. So it's a 1-1 count. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything, but hey, these umpires here in the state of Missouri, they do the best job they can to provide good quality officiating in all sports here in the state of Missouri. It's a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Pitch, ball high for 2-1 count now for Canton.
You know, officials don't always have to be right. They just need to be consistent, and that's what these guys most definitely are tonight.
And they've been doing it. I mean, every game we've seen so far, even over at Pittsburgh, Kansas, it was the same way. They were all consistent. 3-1 is the count. And you're never going to see eye to eye with them. I mean, as a coach, I never saw eye to eye either, so you just got to learn to go with it.
Quentin Hughes will be up after Ken Smith if he gets on base. He came around and scored his last time up in the 3rd inning.
And so Canton steps back into the box.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for. You reach up and adjust that headgear.
And there's a pickoff move, and it will get by right there. So Hudson will advance to 3rd. The interesting thing, I looked at Tice Jones there, their center fielder, John. He just flicked that thing with a wrist, and it was already in the field.
Yeah, it sure was.
He's got a pretty good arm.
Yeah.
And they've all adjusted to the left field side. They're playing the hit. Here's the pitch.
Called
strike.
No,
called ball. Okay, he's
Okay.
pointing for the ball. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, he calling strike? That'll be a base on ball for Kansas. So now you got runners on the corner, 2 outs, and it is Quentin Hughes.
Blake Swift will come in and run.
Yep, Drake steps in.
Yes.
Canton's got to get his equipment back on and get ready to go.
Hughes needs to hit the ball line shot right at the scoreboard.
I would take that. That would be good. 3-run homer. Pitch is ball high for ball 1.
Well, even if it's not a homer, it's going to fall in for extra bases.
Oh, hey, that thing hits that, as far as I'm concerned, that scoreboard's over the fence right there.
Yes, it is.
So they got to count it as a home run.
There's another ball.
He's calling it a strike. He's
Oh,
a
my.
little delayed call right there. So it's a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's a swing.
It's a hard hit ball, but it's going to be foul.
Okay.
It's probably as hard a hit ball as we've seen him hit in a while.
So it's a 1-2 count with 2 outs. And this is, you don't want it to end right here.
And that's
And
exactly
we go.
where it needed to be.
And it will be a base hit. A 1-run scores. So that's exactly as you said it, John, right where you wanted it to be. So Hudson will come in for Neosho and score. And Drake Swift will get to third base. Quentin's on first. So you got runners on the corner, 2 outs. And it is now Cooper Charlton, the designated hitter for
There's
Neosho.
a big hole between first and second base. If he can just...
And again, they have not adjusted. They're playing to left field. They're going to leave that right field open. There's the pitch. It's ball 1. Of course, we haven't shown that we've hit a lot over there either.
No, that last one that Hughes hit, if they'd been lined up right, would have been caught.
Right.
Strike 1.
Called strike on the outside corner. 1-1 is the count.
He was dancing around over there on
I'm
first
wondering when
base.
they're going to send him. Here's the pitch.
There's ball.
Ball just outside. Carter James doing a great job of trying to frame that pitch right now. Get that strike call.
Jaden Nichols, the second baseman, will be up if Charlton reaches.
There they go. Now they're sending the runner.
And
we just miss it and we score. There we go. So Drake Swift comes in for another run. Quentin Hughes gets second base. It's a 2-1 count for Cooper Charlton.
And the Cats have picked up 2, so the score is now 15-9 in favor of the Jays from Marshfield. Call strike
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, that was the catcher right there. What a great
He's
job of framing that pitch.
He is framing every one of them right now. He wants to get this over with as well.
There's a walk.
Okay, so there was one ball I missed. Evidently, says the 3-2 count. So Cooper will get on first base. Quentin's on second, and now it is Jaden Nichols, the second baseman, that comes up to bat for Neosho.
He had a double and got stranded on third base.
Yeah, we could take a double here.
And
it would be a pass ball right there for ball 1. So runners will advance. So now we have runners at third and second with 2 outs. It's a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from the stretch.
Hit him. And that's going to load the bases.
So now you got loaded bases.
With the bases loaded, that brings up Colton Southern, number 8.
Southern struck out his last time up and flied to deep center field his first time. And we're going to call timeout because Coach Pay wants to go.
He wants to have a discussion here, or he may be making he doesn't have anybody warming up.
He really doesn't. But I'll tell you, while we're taking a timeout to discuss that, let's come back in just 1 minute.
You found it, the ultimate car wash, the one that leaves your vehicle looking brand new every single time. Do we have a prep team that pre-washes? You bet. Over 300 ports applying soap to your vehicle? Yes, sir. 40 high-pressure nozzles providing over 2,500 psi of pressure? Who wouldn't? Buff and dry features that dry your car along with combined 100 horsepower blowers? Try 150. Be careful, we might just blow you away.
For it. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Arvest Ballpark on Friday, April 5th versus the Tulsa Drillers at 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, you can reach that at nwanaturals.com, a proud supporter of Neosho Baseball and KNEO.
And the Cats are going to pick up one more run by pass ball.
There we go. And runners advance.
There's now at second and third.
And it is a 1-0 count for Colton Southern.
And the score is now
15-10, Marshfield over Neosho. So it has been a scoring fest here for both teams.
Well, there's been some
a lot of errors. A
lot of errors, and I think it may boil down to who has the least errors before it's over with.
And
right Sutherland has an opportunity right out there in between first and second base.
And it's a ball low. And Marshfield has someone warming up in the bullpen now for them. It's a high fly ball.
Yeah. It's a fair ball.
Yeah, it's fair ball.
And he's in second base and 2-run score.
2-run score. Well, there we go. That's a way to get this started for Neosho.
Cats are now back within 3. And timeout is called, and Coach Pate's
you're going to get a change here.
Yeah, we'll get a change right here. It's going to be Vin Versluis, and the Cats have scored most of their runs with 2 outs.
And right now, it's going to be a left-hander that is warming up in their bullpen. He is.
Yeah, this is
wait a minute. This is someone else.
Righty, yeah.
This is. I didn't see this young man from Marshfield warming up, so I don't know who this kid is right now. If I can ever see a number yet, if he'd ever turn. I think it's number 15.
It is number 15.
It's Eli Reynolds for Marshfield. So he's going to try to come in, clean this up right now as Neosho has scored 5 runs here in this inning.
And we want to thank some of our sponsors. We want to thank Edgewood Bowl. We want to thank People's Bank of Seneca, Missouri Southern State University, Compton CPA Group, First Community Bank, Specialty Risk Group, ProLube Tire and Auto Center, and the Southwest Missouri Bank.
And to keep up on the latest Neosho broadcast ballgame schedule, be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KNEO Radio. You can also follow us on Twitter at KNEO 917 Sports, or download our KNEO iPhone or Android phone app. You can also watch all of our sports broadcasts inside our apps, so download the iPhone or Android phone app today.
McKay Quality Roofing is a proud supporter of KNEO Radio and the Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. They are located in their new offices at 8115 South Neosho Boulevard. They specialize in roof removal and replacement of residential and commercial properties. In order to serve you better, they have offices in Neosho, Cassville, and Grove, Oklahoma. Call McKay Quality Roofing at 417-455-3326 for a free quote, or online at McKayQualityRoofing.com for more information. And go Cats!
And here's Finn Versluis. He's going to pace the new pitcher. There are 2 outs and a runner on second base.
And here's the pitch. Wasting no time. He's going to bring the heat. Called strike 1.
Versluis came around and scored in the 3rd inning. Flied out to the pitcher his last time up.
Ooh, called strike 2. I tell you what, this is interesting, John. He looks back at that second base. He doesn't look at that catcher, and as soon as he looks back at second base, he's bringing the heat right now. Here he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Brings the heat. Just low.
And he does have some pop, doesn't he?
He does have some pop. I'm interested in this kid right here. It's an interesting way he does it. He doesn't look at the catcher when he makes the throw. He's looking at second. Here's the pitch. Foul ball for strike 2 still. 1-2 is the count. It's interesting watching the way he does this. Usually you always get your eyes focused right back on that catcher's mitt. He just looks back at the second base and just throws. Ooh, there's a little breaking pitch for ball 2. 2-2 is the count. Interesting operation here for Eli Reynolds.
Versluis figured that one out real quick, and he called timeout while he was looking at second base and stepped out.
One thing, if I was a coach, I'd tell him just keep on throwing it. Don't stop. You don't want to ever do that. You could get yourself hurt sometimes.
Or you really could hurt yourself.
2-2 is the count with 2 outs. Runner at second base.
Ball 3.
Ball 3. So it is now a full count for Finn Versluis.
Carter James jumped up like he was going to throw the ball down to second base, but Colton Southern back in plenty of time.
I don't know if you want to do that. Your lead has dwindled down to 3
There's
points
a hard
right here.
hit, and that's Versluis is going to make it. No, he's safe.
Safe.
He's
There we
safe.
go.
Yes, he is.
Called him safe, so Finn runs it out. Gets on first, and Southern advances to third base.
Coach, I tell you what, my score
And
page.
Coach is calling a timeout. Oh, no, he's not calling timeout. I think he's going to go question the call.
I think he probably is too. But
Okay, I thought he was going to go talk to the team and make a change already. I was like, wow, this kid's got a pretty good pitch.
Yeah, he does. He's got a pretty good pitch, but Versluis has got the speed that he's got, and that ball was hit well into the hole.
Now batting for the Wildcats.
And now it is going to be Hudson who started this inning off for us. Got a base on balls and came all the way around and scored.
Yeah, my scores page is looking pretty bad.
It's a mess. It's
Isn't
okay.
it, though?
We don't have to turn these things in for a grade or anything. So with 2 outs, runners on first and third for Neosho.
Hudson Williams has been on 3 times. The last time he walked and then came on around to score.
Called strike.
1. And let's
For
see if he
first
looks
pitch.
at second base.
He did
this
not
time.
this time. I was watching it, John. He does the twist right there to first base and looks straight at the catcher. There he goes, straight at the catcher. Here's the pitch. Oh, and there's something you may not have wanted to have done right there. You got to let another run come in. So now, instead of a 3-point lead, now you dwindle it down to a 2-point lead. And Versluis has advanced to second base. And you have a 1-1 count.
Yeah, ball hit to the outfield is going to score for Versluis.
Yep, because you know he will be going. Oh.
Hit him. Hit Hudson Williams, and he's not feeling good about that. Caught him in the middle of the back. He's going to go to first base, and he's going to keep his streak going, even though he got hit by a pitch.
Hey, whatever it takes to get on base right now,
Here's
he's getting on base.
Here's Brody Arthur.
So you got runners on the corner. Runners at first and second. I forgot.
Brody Arthur hit a line shot right back to the second baseman his last time up.
I'm going to see how they're going to play him. They're shifted more to left field a little bit still. Sun has come out just a little bit, peeking.
Let's see if the Cats have got the double steal on right here.
There he looks at second base. There's a pitch. It's a little off speed.
Yeah,
Caught him swinging.
something off that one.
Trying to see if they can figure out.
Hey,
there's
right
the
there.
sun. There it is. The sun has popped out. It has revealed itself.
Runners on first and second. The Cats have dwindled it down to 2. And
just
ball
outside.
1, just outside corner. You bet.
It's a 1-1 count, but he's going back to his operation now. I'm watching him. He'll look back at second base. He just stares at second. Oh, he didn't. He changed it there.
Ooh, ball outside. Took a little something off of that one that time, too.
Sure did. It's 2-1 count. All right, now if he looks back at this catcher, is it a fastball? Nope, he's looking. It's going to be a fastball right there.
And that one's low and
inside.
Counts now 3-1.
I think every time he looks at the second baseman and doesn't look at the catcher, when he throws off-speed stuff, he's got to look at the catcher. Here's the pitch.
Ball 4, and everybody's going to advance anyway.
Okay.
So the bases are now loaded.
Wow. So you talk about a ball game, John. This is a ball game now. 15-13.
And here's Cade Spiva.
And we looked a minute ago. It was 15-7.
Well, at one time it was
9-4 to 13-4.
Yeah,
I mean, you've had big swings here.
It was 13-3 at one time. Yeah.
Here's the pitch from the windup.
There's a call strike.
Called strike for Cade Spiva.
Base hit scores 2 and gets us tied up.
And he's going to try to steal right off the bat. Oh.
And he got there.
No, he did. He scored, but he got
sure
his,
did.
he's questioning it right now because they're questioning. He got hit.
Well, I don't know if he got hit with the ball or whether
He did. He got hit right in the elbow. Or they were hit in the side.
Well, we've already got the score, so the score is good, and the
yes.
Yeah, everybody
So
advances.
Versaluz comes around. Hudson Williams gets to third. Arthur goes to second. Cade Spiva gets hit by a pitch and gets on first. And so 2 outs. It is now 15-14, and it is now Canton Smith, who John.
Yeah.
He is last at bat. He had a base on balls and scored for Neosho in this inning because this is still the fourth inning.
He's been hit by a pitch also. He sure has.
We've had 7 runs here in the fourth inning.
And he's going to look at the first one, call strike
strike.
1.
Third inning was a big inning for the Marshfield Blue Jays. This inning right here, the fourth inning, is a big inning for Neosho as they've put themselves back in within one.
You know, I have seen Canton hit the ball to right field.
And
but
there it goes.
That's going to be at least one.
Here. Nope. He's going to hold him up. He's going to keep him.
And it's a tie ball game.
Tie ball game. So everybody advances. Canton gets a single.
And here's Quentin Hughes.
And now it is Quentin Hughes.
Quentin Hughes, number 10.
It was a nice hit by Canton to turn on that ball and put it right down the third base line. Well, Coach, what did you say in the keys to the Cats? We wanted an abundance of hits.
We've got an abundance of hits, that's for sure, for both teams. An abundance of scores. Oh, there's an off speed.
Yeah, it was a nice job of wasting that pitch. Because that pitch was not going to go anywhere but right back to the pitcher.
0-2 is the count right now. With 2 outs.
We need Quentin Hughes to do something good.
You don't want to end it right here. You don't want to be the one that ends this. Here we go. Ooh, late dropping right there, but it was a pretty pitch.
It was a beautiful pitch. Bases are loaded. It is the bottom half of the fourth inning, and the score is tied 15-15. Here comes the next pitch.
Ball outside. So it's a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
Cats have been behind.
Bases are loaded.
Cats have been behind since the first inning and have been scratching their way back ever since.
Ball just outside. 3-2 is the count.
Yeah. I honestly believe that Versluis had home plate stolen.
I was with you. I was waiting to see it, and they just hit him on the inside. I mean,
3-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Everybody fouled
Foul
off.
ball.
Yeah. Everybody running. This is where Quentin Hughes needs to fall back on some of his discipline and hitting ability from the past. And if he can hit the ball in the air again to right field, then that's going to score a few runs for the Cats.
we started this game at 4:30. It is 6:40, so right now we're over 2 hours long here into this ball game. It's a full count with 2 outs here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Tied up ball game between Neosho and Marshfield. It's a swing and a miss.
Got him, struck it
Got
out.
him struck on a strikeout, leaving runners stranded. So he will go down with a K. And however, Neosho has scored 8 runs here in the bottom half of the fourth inning and have tied up this ball game by a score of 15-15. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce invites you to download the new Experience Neosho app, available for free on the Apple and Google Play Store. Your guide to eat, shop, play, and stay in Neosho, and your direct link to KNEO Wildcat Sports. Download the app, register to win weekly prizes, and listen to your favorite Wildcat sports. Good luck, Wildcats. We can't wait to hear you ring that bell.
At the Hillcrest Church of Christ, we're striving to be His own people, eager to do what is good. Join us for worship at 10 and 6 Sundays, and for class Sunday morning at 9 and Wednesday evening at 7. You're sure to find a warm welcome and friendly people seeking to please God according to His Word. Wildcats, join us every Tuesday morning before school for Devo and Donuts at 7 a.m. Learn more about the Hillcrest Church of Christ at neoshochurchofchrist.org.
Welcome back to Roy Shaver Stadium, and the fans that have weathered the weather are really being treated to an abundance of hitting and scoring. It is 4 innings into play, and the Cats are tied with the Blue Jays from Marshfield, 15-15. For the Blue Jays, they scored 5 in the first, 0 in the second, 8 in the third, 2 in the fourth. The Cats have scored 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third, and 8 in the fourth, and we have a tie score.
There is a lot of scoring going in for both teams right now.
Number 1 is Hudson Williams. They're bringing him in to pitch.
And it is going to be Colton Southern that goes over to third base, I believe. No.
That's going to be Nichols at third base.
Nichols at third base, and it's going to be Southern second.
Yeah, and Arthur's going to stay at first.
Yep.
They're keeping Quentin Hughes so he can pitch against the Webb City Cardinals on Thursday afternoon.
And the first pitch is a ball.
Comes the next pitch.
Ball 2. Ball 3. That's 3 balls.
3 balls and no strikes. Here comes a pitch from Hudson Williams. Down, call strike 1.
Call strike 1.
Yes, he did.
He may be getting a little froze out there, too. Getting a little cold, getting a little stiff.
Better is Steinbach. He bats from the left-hand side, and there's another hit right back to Williams, and he's going to run over to first base, underhand it, and there's the first out.
And actually, that's not Steinbach. It's number 11, Keegan Reynolds, that was batting for Steinbach. For the 1-3 put out there. It is now number 17, Braden Jensen, the designated hitter for Marshfield.
Braden Jensen's had a couple of hits in the ball game. He's come around and scored.
His first
twice.
pitch is a ball 1. Hudson's not wasting any time. He's just going. Next pitch is a foul ball into the home team dugout.
There's that sun again.
It's just
My
popping
goodness.
out. I don't know if that's going to be a pitcher advantage right now because it's the pitcher staring right at the sun.
Well, he is, but that warmth's got to help some. There's the pitch, and that got away from Smith, but it's low for a ball.
So it's a 2-1 count. It's not going to stay very long out.
Here comes Williams' next offering, and that's swung on foul ball.
Behind home plate. 2-2 is the count. Steps into the box, going from the windup. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a hit. And there's the 6-3 put out there by Quentin Hughes.
Now batting number 4, Easton Arthur.
Out number 2, and it is now Easton Arthur, the right fielder, that comes up to bat. And this would be a great inning right here, John. 3 up, 3 down, get it going.
Yeah,
Turn the momentum right now. You've tied up the ball game. Start playing some offense.
And we've certainly said that, but 2 outs seems to be our bugaboo, and there's a high fly ball right back at us.
Oh.
You didn't have your fishing net out there, did you?
I'm not opening this window, that's for sure. Somebody else can catch it. I don't care about no snow cone.
There's another one, and that may stay in play. Canton Smith is giving chase, and he drops it. Valiant effort to dive or slide.
I like that. That was a valiant effort. That's the way to go for it.
Home plate umpire pats him and says, nice job.
It's an 0-2 count right now. This is where you just want to get him right now. Just blow it by him, get it by, be done. 3 up, 3 down. Ball high. Okay, you gave him something to fish with. He didn't bite.
Comes the next pitch.
Ball outside. This is where you got to be careful now, because now you're at a 2-2 count.
Yeah, they threw the heater that time.
Just outside.
And I would bet here comes a curveball.
Nope, it's outside.
Got him. Strike 3. Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3. So that is a strikeout. No run score here in the top half of the 5th inning, as it is a tie ball game between Marshfield and Neosho. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Freeman Family YMCA is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Serving the 4-state area, the Freeman Family Y believes in putting Christian principles into practice through programs, building a healthy spirit, mind, and body. With 2 locations to serve the area in Grove, Oklahoma, and Neosho, the Freeman Family Y open 5:30 to 9 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. For more information, you can go online to ymcaswmo.org or call us at 417-455-9999.
A radical change is needed in every person to find true or real fulfillment in this life, to be acceptable to God, to enter God's kingdom.
Billy Graham on why being a good person is not enough to save you.
What's wrong? The Bible tells us. The Bible says the thing that is wrong is that we have a disease. It affects the whole human race all over the world, and the disease is called sin.
Sin separates us from God, but there is hope. God promises to forgive our sins if we follow Jesus, His Son.
Do you know Christ? God can give you a whole new life, a transformation that you never dreamed existed, if you let Him.
You can learn more about getting to know Jesus at findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
The Northwest Arkansas Naturals begin the 2024 season at Arvest Park on Friday, April 5th, versus the Tulsa Drillers at 7:05 p.m. For ticket information, you can reach them at nwanaturals.com, a proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. And it is now, John, number 17, Braden Jensen, that started out the game as the designated hitter. He's the pitcher. He's a left-hander. Comes in. First pitch is a ball 1 to Cooper Charlton. Second pitch. Inside, just on the inside for a strike 1. 1-1 is the count. He is wasting no time. He is going up and going from the windup and going. And there's a little foul ball. It's going to be a squibber.
Got him.
There, we got him right there. And that is Hunter Fryman, that is now the shortstop for Marshfield, that comes in and makes the 6-3 put out.
Now batting number 11, Jaden Nichols.
And it is now Jaden Nichols for Neosho. Comes in to bat. So this has been a carousel of change for both teams here today. There's a swing and a miss for Jaden Nichols.
Nichols got hit by a pitch in the last inning and came around to score.
A foul ball behind home plate for strike 2. There's the pitch. It's just outside, gets past the catcher. It's a 2-2 count now with 1 out. Swinging a foul ball out of play.
That's going to be back almost to the soccer field.
And, John, the one thing I'm noticing, just now that we've tied this ball game up, there's a little different step in the Neosho Wildcats.
Yeah,
They're
is.
feeling it.
Yep.
They want to go after it. It was like they were not into the ball game that first part there when they were down. They're in it now. And there's just a little short hopper right back to the pitcher for the 1-3 put out right there for Jensen.
There's Colton Southern. He had a double his last time up and came around to score. Then it's Finn Versluis, and it's the top of the batting order for the Cats. And there's that thing again.
We call the sun.
Yeah, is that what that is?
We call it warmth. Jensen's probably saying, I don't want it to be out there. I just want to throw and get this thing done.
And Colton swung on. Aggressive swing.
Colton says, well, I'm going to swing. I'm going to make you earn these pitches for strike one.
Ball low and outside.
So it's a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from the windup. Just outside.
Yeah.
2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ooh.
Yep. Hit him.
Okay. So he will take a hit by a pitch, get on first base.
And here's Versluis.
And so now with 2 out, John, here he goes again. Last inning we scored 8 runs, had a two out rally. Let it get started again here for our 2-out rally.
Versluis had a base hit his last time up and then went on around and had home plate stolen until it was hit by the batter, until the ball was hit by the...
It's called strike.
Yeah.
Had him reaching out there, hung him on the swing. Jensen's wasting no time. Going from the stretch. Here's the pitch. They're going to lay down the bunt. However, Jensen gets the 1-3 put out, and that's it. It's over right there. The runner is left stranded trying to go. No run score here in the bottom of the fifth inning, excuse me. Bottom of the 5th inning. It's tied up ball game 15-15. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
A new era in local sports began. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Welcome back to Roy Shaver Stadium. It is the top half of the 6th inning, and we are knotted at 15. Never thought I'd hear me say that, would you, Coach?
No, not at all.
Hudson Williams.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Hudson Williams on the mound for the Cats. He had a 3-up, 3-down last inning, so we'll just keep him out there and we'll keep going.
You can keep up on the latest Neosho broadcast ball game schedule by being sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/KNEO Radio. You can also follow us on Twitter at KNEO 917 Sports, or simply download our iPhone or Android phone app today.
There's number 32.
That is the center fielder Tyson Heiss with the first pitch. Out of play for strike 1. Tyson Jones there.
He has had a hit. He's walked and come around and scored once. There's the second pitch from Hudson Williams. It is low and outside for a ball.
So it's a 1-1 count. Ooh, caught him looking right there.
Call strike 2.
Called strike. He was looking, but he wasn't swinging. 1-2 is the count. Here's the pitch.
Got him.
He just threw it out there. He just fouled it.
Well, I guess he did, didn't he?
The umpire and Ken Smith are both looking at one another like, who's going back there to get that? I don't want to. Neither do I.
You know, that sun being out like that is just a little bit dangerous for our outfielders. You would think
Ooh, caught him right there, lurching right there a little bit, just outside. So it's a 2-2 count. Oh, nice little pop fly.
I tell you what, he jammed him that time,
He sure
he threw
did.
the bat out there just in kind of self-defense.
So it's the pop fly to the third baseman, Jaden Nichols, right there with the catch, and it is now Hunter Fryman, the shortstop for Marshfield. Oh,
Fryman kind of set the tone of this ball game with a leadoff triple. Sometime back yesterday, I think.
Yeah, we're already 2.5 hours into this ball game. This is a ball 2. 2-0 is the count.
Here comes Hudson Williams' pitch.
There's a swing and a miss. That's what we call, John, the whiff. He whiffed him right there. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's going to be a base hit right out to right field. Just over the head of Colton Southern.
Now batting number 1, Carson Adams.
And now it's going to be number 1, Carson Adams for
He walked his last time
Marshfield.
up, and he came around to score. In fact, he scored twice in this ball game. You know, I think for some of these fans, it's a matter of endurance. It's a principle of the thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Here comes the first pitch from Williams, back over to first base. Over to Arthur and back in time.
I do have to say, though, that young little lady that walked over there from Marshfield had that little space heater carrier over there. She's probably real toasty right now.
It is.
Oh.
That would have got him.
It would have had
got
him. Had he had the catch, it would have had him. So he will advance to second.
So Fryman on at second base.
And right now it's just a 1-0 count for Carson.
You know, Cats need to put the ball in play. You know, I've heard Coach Hessel say strikeouts is the death of a ball club. You put the ball in play, good things happen.
Well, right now, both teams,
there's
there's a called strike. Both teams have been putting the ball in play right now. That's probably why we have 15 runs apiece for each team. Quentin goes on to the mound, wants to make sure something's not right. He noticed something right away.
Yeah, there's an extended conversation out there between Smith and Hudson Williams.
And right now, Quentin Hughes is giving signals. So they've got something on right here. They've got something working right now. They think they know what's going to happen here.
A little pitch out's what that was.
Ball outside. So it's a 2-1 count. It will get by Kenton. It was so for Carson, that was a ball 4, so that'll get him a base on ball, and Hunter Fryman will advance to third. So now you got runners at the corner, 1 out, and it is the catcher, number 5, Carter James, up to bat.
Right now, double play ball in play.
Could do us wonders. Hudson takes the goes from the stretch. This is where you got to be careful too, because if you get it passed over there on a drop and it gets by the first baseman, that runner on third is coming in. Right now you've got a tied ball game, and both teams are really playing well right now here in the last half of this ball game.
Swung on strike.
There we go. First strike one. You don't want to take anything for granted right now. You want to keep it where it's at. Tied up ball game, 15-15 here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Top of the batting order is up for the Cats, and they're just going to let him have second.
He was going. Now he's going to catch him in a rundown. Everybody gets back
stuck,
to base.
You bet.
So
nice job by Hughes that time to pay attention to both sides and running back and just not even try to put on a play.
I was beginning to wonder if anybody was going to tell Hudson, because I thought he's going to just take it blindly, take second base. But I think he was waiting for the longest time because he thought they were going to do a double steal here. Foul ball.
The ball's in 2 strikes on the catcher, Carter James.
Foul ball. And right now Carter James is doing a great job of just putting the bat on the ball, trying to keep it in play. Hudson looks over at first base. There goes the runner, and Canton keeps it in front of him. So it's a 1-2 count right now. However, the runner gets onto second base. So it's a 1-2 count with 1 out. Carter steps into the box. Hudson gets the call, goes from the stretch.
Cats need an out here very
Here's
badly.
the pitch. It's a swing and a miss right there.
That was huge.
We needed that one right there. Out number 2. So now it is number 7, the left fielder. Number 7, Henry Burke Stresser.
Here's the first pitch. High and outside for a ball.
So it's a 1-0 count with 2 outs. Runner at third and second for Marshfield.
Burke Stresser scored twice in the ball game.
We're getting back into the meat of that's where we got to be careful. And it is going to be just foul.
Yeah, just out of play.
Just foul. But as I said a minute ago here, John, we're getting into the meat of their lineup right now, and this is where we got to be careful, because this is where they like to score with these guys. And you can tell by some of the fielders they're having trouble looking at it because of the sun where it's at. So it's definitely not a fielder's advantage with that sun blaring in on your eyes.
Ball and a strike to Burke Stresser. Here comes the pitch from Hudson Williams, and swung on, and it's going to be a foul ball.
It's going to stay fair. It's going to stay fair. It's in fair. So it will be a double for Burke Stresser. 2 runs will score. It was a fair ball right on the line.
Brings up number 30, Carter Day.
And now it is the first baseman, Carter Day.
Carter Day has scored twice in the ball game, but he struck out his last time up. And the score now is 17-15 in favor of the Marshfield Blue Jays.
And this is where we got to be careful, John. We don't want to open the floodgates again.
Comes the first pitch from Williams.
Ball high and inside. And he's got Spiva. He's saving Spiva to pitch him, I think, the last inning, if he has to. Here's the pitch. It's a swing. It's going to be a little squibber.
I'm not sure it didn't.
Oh!
Hughes got him.
Hughes got him. Caught
Yes,
him running.
sir.
A base
Sure
running
did.
header. Had him stranded.
I'm not
That
sure.
was a smart move right there. Quentin looked up, saw him, knew he wasn't watching, paying attention, and caught him rounding third base and just came right off the base, and he was there to make the tag.
And I'm not sure that he didn't get hit by the ball while it was being fielded. And we didn't look at it and see, but I think everybody kind of stopped in just a minute. But it was a great, smart heads-up play by Quentin Hughes.
It sure was. However, Marshfield here in the top half of the sixth inning have scored 2 runs to take the lead now over Neosho by a score of 17-15. You're watching Wildcat Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
Are you hitting the road without the protection you need? Your car is your trusted companion, but it still needs a safety net. Get the auto insurance you deserve with Community Insurance. Our affordable plans are designed to protect you from life's little bumps and unexpected detours. Visit our website at firstcommunityinsurance.net or call us today at 870-793-9876. Community Insurance, your trusted companion on the road of life. Community Insurance is a subsidiary of First Community Bank.
Sam Gorham and Aaron Mitchell are your specialty risk insurance agents for Neosho and the surrounding area. They've been involved in Neosho sports since their own high school days and know the importance of athletic competition and how it teaches students life lessons every day. For all your home, auto, life, farm, ranch, and crop insurance needs, call Sam Gorham today at 417-850-5116 or Aaron Mitchell at 417-483-8337. You can also learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to Marion Family Wildcat Complex. We are at the Roy Shaver Baseball Park. It is the bottom half of the sixth inning. The Blue Jays from Marshfield scored 2, and they're up on the Cats by a score of 17-15. Hudson Williams has an opportunity to help his own cause. He's the first batter in the inning.
He's got to get it started for Neosho. First pitch, ball 1. Because we are trailing right now. We can get it going, though.
Yeah, swung on.
Second pitch is a foul.
Yeah, the left-hander out there is that Jensen, did you say?
Yes, Jensen.
Jensen, yeah.
Braden Jensen. He was the designated hitter.
He's having a little trouble seeing. He was shading his eyes just to get the ball back from the catcher that time. Ball.
Called strike right there. So it is strike 2. So 2 strikes, 1 ball.
It's just,
1-2
you just
is the
can't
count.
second guess this guy, can you? There's a ball, I
Ball.
think.
Yeah,
ball.
I'm waiting.
Yeah. So the count's 2-2.
And as you said, John, this sun out right now where it's at and the distance here as it's setting is just right in the fielder's eyes. There's a called strike.
3.
Had him watching right there.
So Hudson Williams is down on strikes.
And now it is Brody Arthur.
You can see the right fielder out there. He's got his glove up, shading his eyes.
All of them right now are doing the same, and some of them are putting their sunglasses on. The third baseman's got sunglasses on. Shortstop doesn't yet. I'm waiting to see if he'll put them on.
Yeah.
Breaking pitch right there for ball 1.
Arthur steps in there from the left-hand side of the plate.
With the left-handed batter, so that breaking pitch is going to break away from him. Ball 2.
He's hit the ball sharply, but he walked his last time up.
And one thing I'm very impressed with, John, just watching this Carter James, this catcher for Marshfield, he does a great job of framing those pitches. Every time he does it, he brings it back to the center, right to the center, making that umpire see, hey, my glove's right in the middle. So there's a swing and a foul ball down the first base side, foul for strike one. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a foul ball behind home plate. So now it's evened up 2-2 with one out.
Ball low.
Ooh, just low. Off-speed pitch right there.
So
3-2 is the count.
Cade Spiva and then Kenton Smith are up for the Cats.
Ball high.
Yep.
For ball 4. So it'll be a base on balls for Brody Arthur. And now it's Cade Spiva that steps into the batter's box.
Spiva has been hit by a pitch. He has had a hit. In fact, he's been hit by two pitches. Nope. Well, we thought that was ball 4. I thought he went to first base. Okay.
Evidently they called it a foul ball.
Okay, the count remains 3-2 here.
Okay.
And it's popped up, and it's going to be, catcher's going to try for it, but it's out of play.
However, it's going to be to the fans' delight right there. Mm-hmm. You can ask them about snow cones, but I doubt if they're issuing them out today. I thought that was a base on balls.
Well, I did too, and Arthur was throwing his bat like it was.
Huh, okay. That's unique.
Here comes the next pitch out of way, and there's ball. For now we go.
Okay, I'm making sure. Yeah. Okay, now we got base on balls.
Yeah, now here's Cade Spiva.
Okay, so now it's Cade Spiva.
Spiva got hit by a pitch his last time up.
Ball just outside for ball 1. Going from the stretch. Watching the runner at first. Pitch. Ooh, just behind him. We'll get. Oh, it hit him.
Hit him again. Third time he has been hit today.
Wow.
So runners on first and second. There is one out. And here comes Canton.
I wonder if there's a rule how many times you can get hit in a ball game and say something's not right.
Well, obviously he tried to jump over that one, so, you know.
So now it's Canton Smith. Got runners at first and second. There's only one out as Neosho trails Marshfield by a score of 17-15 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Jensen goes from the stretch. Here's the pitch.
Called strike
Called
one.
strike right there. You can't duck on that one. You got to go right now. That's right in that meat zone. He's bringing it down the middle.
Comes Jensen's next pitch.
Oh.
Hit him. No, it didn't hit him.
Didn't.
Did not. Okay.
Turned him. Turned him.
Just turned him.
Close.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I was wondering, too. I was like, ooh, did that hit him? No, it's just inside.
Canton has been hit, though, tonight, too, so. 1-1's the count. Swung on strike 2.
Strike 2.
He's got to guard the plate now.
1-2 is the count. Here's the foul ball. Out of play. So it's a 1-2 count still with one out. Runners at first and second for Neosho.
Quentin Hughes is up after Canton.
Here's the pitch. It's a swing, and it's going to be
Yeah, that's going to be in there.
It's going to be a base hit. However, he held him up at second base because they were trying to make sure there was no play.
Yep.
So bases are now loaded. And it is Quentin Hughes.
Drake Swift now batting.
Drake Swift is going to go in and pinch run for Canton Smith.
Hughes struck out his last time up. We need him to lift the ball into the outfield. Hughes to lift another one into right field.
They're playing a little shallower than normal.
Yeah.
But they're still having trouble with the sun.
And they was trying to do just
Foul
that.
ball out of play on the first base side for strike one. And I tell you what, it's not just the fielders that are having problems. The runner on second base for Neosho as well. He's covering up, sitting there trying to look in. Cade's having a hard time seeing because of the sun.
And here comes Jensen's second pitch.
Called strike right there. Yeah. Strike two.
You know, I think Quentin is looking for a pitch and looking for a pitch to drive to right field, and it may just not be there.
Yeah, it's not going to be. You just got to take what you can get right now and put it in play.
Got him.
Strike three.
Foul tip.
Oh, foul tip. Okay.
Yeah, foul tip.
Right.
You know, I was watching them warm up, and I saw Coach Pate hit the ball all the way to right field, and the right fielder was over here just before second base, and he ran all the way over there. I thought, why is this? Now I know why.
They're preparing for this. There's a foul ball out of play behind the home plate.
There is still plenty of room in almost dead center between right and center.
It's right now a base hit could score one, possibly two. Ooh,
that ball
was
low.
Close. That was close.
Number 21, Cooper Charlton, will be up next for the Cats.
Here's the pitch.
Ball low.
Ball low again. It's a 2-2 count now for Quentin Hughes.
Yeah, I think if I were Hughes, I'd be looking fastball.
Hey, you
right
know
here.
he wants to finish this out, get it done, be done with this.
All three.
All three, okay. I think time is starting to wear on both teams right now. They're showing fatigue right now. We're almost 3 hours into this ball game. It's a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's a swing, and it's going to be a hit right at the shortstop.
No.
No.
He's safe. And a run scores.
So a run will score for Neosho.
And Hughes is on with the fielder's choice.
We'll get a runner at third.
Cooper Charlton.
Hughes is on by fielder's choice. Canton Smith is out.
Here comes a
ball high.
And the left-handed sophomore takes a ball high. So the score's now 16-17 in favor of the Jays. Ball on the outside.
Just outside. 2-0 is the count. But again, John, I'm watching Carter James for Marshfield. He's doing a great job of trying to frame it. He brings that ball. Every time it hits his glove, he brings it right to the middle. Swing and a miss.
Yeah. The field umpire out there now, you can see him. He's shading his eyes also with his arm.
They're all starting to.
Well, it was kind of drizzling rain when we started the ball game. Who thought they needed sunglasses, right? You know, the lights are now on. You were wanting that.
Now they're going to go. Oh, yeah, there it is. I knew they had a play. I was waiting to see this. So Quentin will get to second base. Now you got runners at third and second with 2 outs. 3-1 is the count. And here's the pitch from the stretch.
Ball
low.
3-1.
Okay, now
no, full count.
3-2. Okay. I guess that other one was a strike. I didn't see that called strike then.
Yeah, I guess I
My
didn't.
apologies, fans. It's a full count, 3-2 with 2 outs.
Called
he called
three.
it a strike on that
He sure
one.
did.
Cooper thought it was Cooper said he was throwing the bat, thought it was a ball. Umpire calls it a strike, and it's out, leaving runners stranded. However, they do score 1 run and pull within 1. It is 17-16 here in the bottom of the 6th inning by a score, again, of 17-16 as the Marshfield Blue Jays lead the Neosho Wildcats. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the KNEO Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At Calvary Neosho, we aren't your grandmother's church because she lives in Akron, Ohio, and that would be a terribly long commute for church. But if she did live in Neosho, we at Calvary would be delighted to have her come visit us. And since you live here, we would definitely like you to come visit us. Then, when your Nana comes to visit for Christmas, you can bring her to church and introduce us to her. We're sure she is a delightful lady. You can find us at Facebook/Calvary Neosho or join us in person at 3650 Oak Ridge Extension. We gather for worship Sundays at 10:30 a.m. Calvary Neosho. Not your grandma's church, but we'd sure like to meet her.
All Wildcats all the time. Check out the Neosho Wildcats dedicated video portal at kneo.org. It's a site dedicated completely to your Neosho Wildcats. You can watch the games live and see upcoming game schedules on the Neosho Wildcats portal at www.kneo.org.
Here we are in the top half of the 7th inning. Didn't think we'd ever get here. Cats are down by 1. Hudson Williams in his 3rd inning of relief. And the batter is
Steinbeck. And his first one is a rocket right out to left center.
Great catch by Cade Spiva.
There we go. That's a way to get it started. That was a rocket. I thought that was going to be some extra bases there. But Cade did a great job of coming in and making the catch.
And here now is the DH, now pitcher, Brendan Johnson. There's the first pitch, and there's another one hit out to left field.
And that is going to be...
that ball is caught.
Wow, he's 2 for 2.
This is exactly what the Cats have got to have. We have got to get the 3rd out right here.
2 pitches, 2 outs.
Rattle the bats.
Hey, I kind of like this, John. 2 bats.
Here's Easton Arthur. He's the right fielder. He has failed to score. He's only been on base 1 time, and he struck out his last time up, and there's a call strike 1.
So we've had 3 pitches right now, 2 outs. And there's going...
That's going to be out of play, I believe.
Foul.
Yeah.
Good thing that was, because I tell you what, that tomahawk, the way that thing hit off that bat.
Yeah.
I was beginning to wonder on that one.
Well, there's no balls and 2 strikes, and there are 2 outs. Top half of the 7th inning. Cats are down by 1.
And he's only thrown 4 pitches so far.
Comes the next pitch underway.
Ball outside. So it's a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch.
I'm assuming at this point there will be a JV ball game after this. I don't know. as late as it is, whether they will or not. Here comes the next pitch from Williams, and that swung on, and it is fouled back out of play.
Still 2-2 count with 2 outs. Yeah, John, we are officially into this for 3 hours. Here's the pitch. Ball high.
Cats have continued to crawl their way, crawl their way back into this ball game. And there's a hard hit ball to Clinton Hughes, and he's got up over to first base to Arthur for the out.
There we go for the 6-3 put up. So 3 up, 3 down, no runs score here in the top of the 7th inning as the Marshfield Blue Jays lead the Neosho Wildcats 17-16. You're watching Neosho Baseball on the Canio Sports Network.
At Calvary Neosho, locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Wildcats!
Sam Gorham and Aaron Mitchell are your specialty risk insurance agents for Neosho and the surrounding area. They've been involved in Neosho sports since their own high school days and know the importance of athletic competition and how it teaches students life lessons every day. For all your home, auto, life, farm, ranch, and crop insurance needs, call Sam Gorham today at 417-850-5116 or Aaron Mitchell at 417-483-8337. You can also learn more online at specialtyriskinsuranceagency.com. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back. Bottom half of the 7th inning, and another pitching change by the Blue Jays. Logan Kistner is in. He is another southpaw. Hopefully, they're thinking they're going to finish it up here. But they have got to face Jaden Nichols, Colton Southern, and Van Versluis. Then it's the top of the batting order for the Cats.
And I tell you what, that's what we got to do. We just got to hang on right here. All you got to do is score 2 runs. This game's over.
Yeah, we were just trying to figure out a while ago just exactly how many pitchers we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over on this side, I believe this is the 5th pitcher. So we've had 11 pitchers in the ball game.
Let's just say a carousel of pitchers today.
Absolutely. Number 11 is Jaden Nichols. He got hit by a pitch and came on around and scored. He had a double in the 3rd inning, and he won 3 grounded out his last time up.
So Kistner is a left-handed pitcher. He's going to go from the windup. It's a swing and a miss for the first pitch. And John, you can tell he's fresh right now. He's got a little pop right there.
Yes, he does.
Here's the pitch again.
And there's a hard hit ball. That's going to go. Yes, sir. Nice job of hitting by Nichols. He's gone with a base hit in the bottom of the 7th inning.
But what was interesting, John, you look at that right fielder where he's playing.
Yeah.
He's over there by the scoreboard, way off that line. He made pretty good traction over to get that ball just for a base hit.
Well, he did, and especially since that ball was slicing the way it was, slicing away from him. Here's Colton Southern.
And the third baseman is playing in shallow, anticipating a bunt.
He had a double in the ball game. He's been hit by a pitch also.
Kistner goes from the windup, shows it. He
lays it down
a bunt.
Perfect, and he may get to first base.
He gets the out right there for the 2-3 put out. However, he does advance the runner.
Nice bunt that time.
So now it's going to be Versluis.
Finn Versluis.
It couldn't have been a more perfect bunt.
You're right. It was perfect. Everything was that's the way you run. It's what we call textbook right there.
Well, the Cats have got the tying run on second base. The winning run is at the plate.
First pitch is ball low, ball 1. And the sun is finally setting and disappearing totally right now.
Yeah. Well, the job now happens to be Carter James. A ball that gets away is going to put a runner at third base instead of second.
Couldn't hardly see that one, but they're not calling it a strike, so
No,
he's
it
calling
looks
the
like
ball.
a ball. Yeah, it's 2 balls and no strikes. There is 1 out.
Because there's a reflection as the sun's sitting right off this glass. It's hitting my glasses right now, so I'm kind of getting blind here temporarily.
Comes
There's
the pitch from the left, and it's low.
Ball 3. 3-0 is the count with a runner at second and 1 out for Neosho.
Ball 4.
Ball 4, and it will get
Ball
by the
gets-
catcher. So now you're going to have runners out on the corner. And now it is Hudson Williams up to bat.
Hudson Williams.
Hudson Williams struck out his last time up, but he started the ball game off with a double. He had a base on balls that he came around and scored, and then he has had a single.
And he got hit by a pitch. He scored
That's
2
right.
runs.
He did.
so-
He got hit by a pitch. This is going to be interesting because Versluis is going to be gone.
And there he goes. They're going to actually try to make the cat.
He
Called him.
Called him safe.
Okay.
No, we did. He called
No,
him
he
out.
called him out. There it is. I thought he made the call for an out right there.
Well, I did too.
So we'll catch first loose stealing. So there are 2 outs now. It's an 0-1 count for Hudson.
I'm a little bit surprised that Nichols didn't break towards home.
Well,
Wait a minute. Oh, balk.
They
There's a
called a
balk.
balk.
And there comes the tying run.
uh-oh.
Well, you don't ever want something like that to happen, but we'll take it with a balk, and that brings in the tying run. We're tied at 16.
Well, they're going to have a discussion here. Tied at 17 at
Or
this
17,
point.
I'm sorry.
No,
17.
you're fine, but I'm just waiting to see.
You know, that's not going to be changed. I think what Pate was saying was that Hudson Williams said something to the umpire, and then he called the balk.
Okay, so another run scores. So now it's tied up.
And there's called strike.
So it's an 0-2 count. So right now,
well,
even these kids out here from Marshfield thought that was a strike.
Yeah, they did.
They were ready to go in the dugout. Ball 1. So it's a 1-2 count. So right now the ball game is tied. And it looks like we're going to extra innings.
There's another ball, so that makes 2-2.
If he
I don't have any room on my score sheet for extra innings. I'm sorry.
I can go one more here. I got 1 extra here. So it's a 2-2 count with 2 outs.
Hudson Williams up to bat, and then it's Brody Arthur. Ball
Yeah,
high and
3.
outside, ball 3. Ball 4.
Ball
He
4.
walked.
Okay, so it'll be a base on balls for Hudson.
Brings up number 28.
So the winning run is now on first base. All you got to do is get it in play and move him around with 2 outs.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, both teams have showed they can have 2 out rallies right now. So this is the time to do it for Neosho.
A ball up dead center would be in order at this point. Ball low and outside.
I'm glad you can see it because right now I can't see anything in here.
And I've got a little bit of a different view than you do. And here comes the pitch from the lefty. And there's a ball that's hit
And evidently,
apparently it was
a
safe.
base hit.
Yes,
It's a base hit out in left field.
And Williams goes to second.
So William is advanced to second. Arthur gets on first, and now it is Cade Spiva.
Cade Spiva.
Spiva's had a base hit. He's been hit by a pitch 3 times and flied out to center field.
If he gets hit a 4th time.
Runners on first and second for the Cats. There's 2 outs. We've got a tie score.
Here's the pitch. Ball outside. For ball 1. Somebody needs to buy him a candy bar or something. Man, 4 times?
Yeah.
3 times is bad enough. Hudson doing his dance. There's a bouncer right in front of home plate for ball 2. It's a 2-0 count. Uh-oh, here we go. We're going to have a timeout. Have a little discussion. And he was running out there on the mound right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure he didn't think, whoa, you can't do this. Logan Kistner is a senior. He is an outfielder and a pitcher. He is 6'2". And there are 2 balls and no strikes on Cade Spiva. Captain Smith is up next. It is cold, but nobody has left the ballpark, that's for sure.
There's the pitch. Ball outside. Ball 3. Called strike right there.
Yeah.
3-1.
It's going to be fouled, and it's going to be out of play.
Just out of play.
Into the, almost to the bullpen over there.
Yeah, it looked like a visitor bullpen right there.
So the count is full on Cade Spiva.
So we have a full count right now with 2 outs. Tied ball game.
Spiva takes a big deep breath. Here comes a pitch from Kisner. Ball 4. So the bases are loaded for Canton Smith.
Now batting number 32, Canton Smith.
Canton's in the spot he's in because he can make contact, and we saw him do that the last time he was up. We also, he registered a home run against one of the Chicago teams.
Hey, we right now just put this ball, get a base hit, 1 run scores, everybody goes home happy. That's all we need right now.
Canton steps in. Kisner looks. He comes from the windup. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. Foul ball. Strike 1.
Strike 1. So it's an 0-1 count with 2 outs. Bases loaded of a tied ball game here in the bottom of the 7th inning, 17-17. Kisner is going from the windup. Canton is guarding the plate.
Strike.
Off-speed pitch for strike 2.
Yeah.
It's an 0-2 count. He had that right there. That was a good mix-up.
It was a good mix-up.
It hung him right there.
Fooled him just a little bit.
0-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and it's
ball.
a foul ball.
Yeah, he
down the third base side.
Spoiled that one.
He's got to guard it right now. You got to guard that plate and keep it honest right now, because you know he's going to bring everything he can right over the plate.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he adjusted his head.
Yeah,
he
right.
adjusted his head good. He's going to have a good chance of hitting the ball. Here comes the pitch from Kisner. Oh, hit him.
No,
when they scored, we win the ball game.
There it is. It's over. It's a pass ball.
It was. I thought it hit him.
I thought so too, but he just walked off, and there it is.
So the Cats win the ball game. They do it based on in the seventh inning, a balk and a passed ball. You don't ever want to win a ball game like that, but
I don't think you ever want to play a ball game like this.
I don't think you do either. So great job by the Cats to come on in and score
and win this ball game by a score of 18-17.
Yeah, we're going to take time out this. Come on back with us for when we have the Crowder College post-game show. We'll be right back. You're watching the website.
The Neosho
Wildcats. I'm getting punch drunk on the KNEO Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Fawcett Greenhouse at 898 Baxter Street in Neosho is a proud supporter of Neosho sports. Springtime brings growing season and baseball to the Neosho area, and Fawcett Greenhouse supports all Neosho spring sports and wants to wish all Wildcats good luck for a happy and safe season of competition. Fawcett Greenhouse can supply you with all your home landscaping and gardening needs. For more information, the number is 417-451-5369 or FawcettGreenhouse.com. I
am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
Welcome back to the post-game show being brought to you by Crowder College. The ball game took 3 hours and 15 minutes. There were 35 runs scored, and we figured up a little while ago there was 12 pitchers in the ball game because there were 12 pitchers in the ball game. The Cats continued to fight back from the very beginning. They were down by a score of 5-3 in the first inning. They scored 1 run in the second, 3 in the third, 8 in the fourth, none in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, and 2 in the seventh in order to win the ball game.
And I tell you what, it was not a defensive battle today at all right now. We talked about it earlier. There were numerous errors on both teams right now. But, John, you sat there and said 35 runs. That's a football score, in my opinion. You don't want that. And you're right in the middle of your season right now. So I guarantee you, I know Coach Hessel is probably over there talking to him, telling him, hey, it's a great victory. Enjoy it, but you better be ready because you've got to get your head screwed on right because you're playing again Thursday against a very solid ball club.
Well, the pitcher of record, it looks like to me, is Hudson Williams.
Yes.
He came in and had 3 innings of relief, and he won the ball game. One of the things that we did not want to allow happen was for Quentin Hughes to have to come in and pitch.
Right.
We will see him on Thursday. The Cats hit the ball when they needed to. They made good of several opportunities. Unfortunately, there were a few errors, and I'm sure Coach is telling them that over there. There are some things that have got to be cleaned up, but I'm feeling pretty good about the Cats going into the game in Webb City on Thursday.
We need to be feeling good because, like I said, it's going to be a very solid ball club. We're going to have to play a complete game. Quentin's going to have to do a good job, just like he did against St. Mary's Colgan. He's going to have to manage the ball game with his pitching and whoever else comes in, because I think that's one of the reasons why Coach did this pitching by committee today is so he can turn around and have some of them, because Noah Lawson didn't throw a lot of pitches. He's going to be ready to pitch on Thursday as well. So
yeah, he will. And
we'll take this victory.
Yeah, we got a couple other guys that'll be ready to pitch as well. We will absolutely take this victory and head over to Webb City. We're going to take another time out and see if Coach comes up this way. If not, we will have a recap, and then this ball game will be over with. You're watching Neosho Wildcats on the KNEO and Neosho Wildcat Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Well, we're back at Wildcat Complex, and the final score is 17-18. Hey, this group from Marshfield came in here, and their coach had talked about he was not happy with what they did last year. They did not hit the ball. They did a great job hitting the ball tonight, didn't they?
Hey, they did a great job of hitting the ball. And I tell you what, for freshmen and sophomores, as many as he's playing right now, that team is a team to look out for. John, you talked about earlier, in the pregame, their record is 7-2 right now, 7-3. But freshmen and sophomores, and they're playing this kind of caliber of baseball right now, and putting 17 runs on the board. You got to be somewhat happy. I mean, I know where coach's expectations. He wants more for them and everything, but man, that is a lot. You're doing some good things at Marshfield right now.
Yeah, then they jumped out fast. They scored 5 runs in the first inning. We came back and scored 3. They put a little bit of pressure on us, but the Cats continued to do what the Cats do, and they clawed back into the ball game. So it was an exciting ball game. Looks like Coach is still over there talking with the. So we're going to be finished up here with the ball game. Once again, the Neosho Wildcats win one in the bottom half of the 7th inning by a score of 18-17. Be with us on Thursday night when we go to Webb City. The pregame show will start at 4 o'clock, and the first pitch will be at 4:30. That officially opens what I call the new season. That's our COC season.
There's the conference season. It's time to get ready because from here on out, it's conference play, and it's going to be hard fought all the way.
For Larry Perkins, I'm John Ball. Thank you so much. God bless you for watching us tonight, and God bless all those fans that were out there cheering on the Wildcats. They all stayed every minute through the whole thing, and they got to see some enjoyable things. We saw the Cats do some things so maybe we wish they hadn't done, and I'm sure Coach is going to spend some time talking about that. But a victory is a victory. The Cats now go to 5-5. And we're excited about
5-5.
Yeah,
You're right.
We're
500
excited
ball.
about that 500 ball going into COC. It's been a while since we've done that, so we will start again on Thursday night. Thank you so much for being with us. Stay inside. It's going to be cool tonight, but then it's going to warm up the rest of the week. So for John Ball and Larry Perkins, thank you for being with us, and we'll catch you the next time around. Until you see us again Thursday night, go Cats!
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.